And we live.
We're live?
I think so. We'll find out pretty fast. Yeah, we're live.
You sure it's on?
Yep.
There we go.
But I do have
There we go. Hope everyone's having a fruitful Sunday. I think he just said Helen Keller. Holy. That's going to go in the pantheon of New York Bozo. Nice job by Pringle. Heads up, we have Indy plus 11 and plus 10.5. So we're on Indy today. Obviously, the Chiefs are driving in their first drive. He can throw on the run so well, Mahomes. There's an injury to Kenny Moore. I hate, it's annoying. Like, you get all these points with Kansas City, but they still put it up right away. But that's why you get a lot of points. Kansas City's awesome.
they're a good football team.
They are a good football team, Big Rye. I was enjoying that music you were playing earlier.
Well, I'm glad.
There's an interesting question I have for you, Big Rye. Next week's line is Washington -4 at Miami. Where do you lean? Early or very early?
Miami.
Miami in the points, okay.
Yeah.
I have no inkling either way.
Well, Miami's at home.
Yeah, that's
4 points is a lot.
Oh, you didn't, Hinokio? I've already printed that T-shirt, man. Ugh, it's too bad. It's bad for both of us, eh?
Good week still, 8-5.
You went 8-5. That's good. It's better than us. I don't feel like ours is that bad though. Even though I think, what were we, 6-7? The reason I don't think it's that bad is I said the Philly game was fishy, and it was. The ones I wasn't heavy on didn't land. So, in record, sure, but in sentiment, no.
Yeah, we were 6-7.
It's like okay, it's whatever.
Out of 67 competitors, we were tied for.
It seems like everyone did okay.
Tied for 43rd out of 67, so below average. Below average this week.
Chiefs first down, opposing 13-yard line. Trips bunch to the right. Number 11 in motion. And he's blocking for 13, Pringle, who's I think he was responsible for the first down. Another interesting play by the Chiefs. Andy Reid is the king of these kind of plays. He sweeps, screens, all of that kind of stuff.
And well executed too.
Yes, that's a key. That's a key comment there.
Demarcus Robinson misses his block. The only downside.
Mahomes 7 for 7 for 57 yards. As if there was any doubt. 2nd and 6 from the 9. Mahomes, ambitious pass to Damian Williams. Flag down. Holding on 77.
Yeah, losing to the Broncos is not fun, Padres fan.
No.
Especially at home. The Chargers should be better
That's
at home.
2 years in a row, eh?
Division games are close, but Chargers should be winning home games.
Yeah. But they've lost to him twice in a row, though. That's last year, too. That's bizarre.
Well, that's why those division games are close.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a tough one to swallow. It's games like that hurt. It's going to hurt their playoff chances. Mahomes dropped a dime there, but the coverage was just as good.
Yeah, see, the only reason I don't endorse teasers and parlays and stuff is that reason is it's every story is I was this close, right? And 40% of the revenue, I believe, from Vegas Sportsbook comes from parlays. So I just feel like the juice is too high, and you're just paying the commission over and over and over again. Even though, like, the idea of such a monumental bankroll builder all at once. Hey, I hope you hit them. I want everyone to beat the book. That's the whole reason we do this. But I just think it's just difficult to weigh. Unfortunately, the way to bet sports, at least we feel, we're not the be-all, end-all, but we feel it's a slow, methodical approach. Just inching your way, much like football.
And Hanachio, you were 3 games above 500 this week. If you're betting 1 unit a game, you'd be up 3 units
Wow,
at the end of the day.
2.8.
But just in general, you're going to be better off.
Oh!
You're going to pay a lot less juice. Howdy, guys.
Jeff Roblo in Vegas, just landing. Where are you staying, Jeff Roblo?
You're not going to have to look too long for a hot tub if you're in Vegas.
Yeah. I think you're going to be. Hopefully, there's a Winger concert going on. Oh, TI, I've stayed there lots of times. I like how they branded it Treasure Island TI to make it young and hip. The best poker room in the world is across the street from TI at the Venetian. I love that place.
Kind of worked. I kind of miss the old Treasure Island.
I don't remember it.
Well, the older Treasure Island, they've always had a show up front.
They still do, don't they?
They still do, but now it's like chicks and stuff.
Oh. Who likes chicks?
Well, it's lame. I think it was cooler before, but also I was way younger. Boys to Men, wife wants to go see Rick Springfield.
Oh, you better hope that she doesn't. She better hope that you don't fall for Jesse's girl. Jeff Roblo, big music aficionado. I like it. So is Big Rye. I am tone deaf, so.
Isn't Rick Springfield a magician?
No, he sings Jesse's girl. I think he's Canadian too, like us.
Australian.
He's Australian? I swear he's Canadian. Thought he was an Ontario boy. I guess it's all in my head. Where's he from? Adelaide? What do we got?
He's from New South Wales, Australia, but he lives in Southern California.
New South Wales is a province, so probably some weird town. Good on him.
Balmain.
Zit Vono, what's up, pal? Good to have you aboard for our Sunday nighter. Oh, you do Hinokio? Fantastic. We're in Vancouver, Canada, so it's a pretty quick zip down there on a plane. It's very economical too, especially if you fly out of Washington. Hope you did well, Zit Vono. I'm having a tough time with that name.
Yeah, I was trying to see.
15th, 8-5. That's a good week. It's a good week. Very good week.
There's Hinokio. I'll never get it right because I'm stupid.
Hinokio, yeah, obviously. Here, I have a question. If Pinocchio's nose grows when he lies, if Hinokio's something else might grow, I think I'd be lying a lot. Yeah, 3 good weeks in a row. Fantastic. That's what we want to hear.
8-5. I was trying to see where you are on the overall.
Can't be far down there. Maybe they didn't participate in the earlier weeks. Probably a high percentage, though. There you go. Yeah. Oh, 61%. Right on.
27-17.
That's strong. That's very strong. Thanks, Jeff. Thanks, Jeff. Keep it at 102, pal. What? My humor is not lost on Big Rye somehow.
Yeah, I want to.
Yeah, about the same as us. Yeah, that's Zitvono. That's how you do it. You know, for better, for worse. You know what's interesting too?
What
is like it looks horrible. Like, you pick like today Washington. The public made a killing on Washington, and people think it's so easy to pick New England. But double-digit dogs are. Oh, have a good one, Jeff Roblo. Enjoy Vegas. People think that it's so easy to take Jeff, New England when realistically it's a negative expected value play. I mean, just because Miami and Washington have hurt us, it is what it is. Oh, Perp Mouse. We're taking a look at you, Perp Mouse. See what you got. That's probably at the bottom.
I'm trying to find Heno for the season. Oh,
yeah,
33-40, so 7 games under.
But yeah, that's not good.
There's still a lot of.
There's a lot of time left. Just take dogs. Mostly take dogs, not always, just mostly. Here we go. Colts just got the ball.
Pert Mouse says not on there.
It's free. Get a t-shirt if you win. Join us next week. Maybe follow some of our picks. Maybe you won't lose as bad. Maybe you will. Nothing's a given.
I appreciate it, Perp. That's nice. Any way we can help out.
Yeah, absolutely.
We weren't much help this week, but...
we were okay.
That's okay.
Yeah, Zitvonos gets it. Yeah, absolutely. The expectation's high on the road team. Like it's overrunning expectation pretty high. So, but you got to remember the sample is, what are we through 5 weeks? It's 80 games, right?
Yeah.
It's not that many. A little less, 83. So, a lot of stuff we can do.
Perp, we're in Canada as well. It just depends what you're playing on. If you're playing on something like Sports Action, it's tough.
Don't do Sports Action, Perp Mouse. Don't do it. They take insane holds. Really, really, really high
juice.
High juice, vigorish, however you want to put it. The commission is super high.
Pro line?
Yeah, it's still, dude. Still, sign up for something like Pinnacle. It's best to have multiple accounts so you can line shop, but
it's hard to split up.
Is Max starting? Yeah, that's him. Good. Are you going to win?
Probably.
That's good.
Like,
Sorry, we had to do a little
70-80.
fantasy check-in. I got smoked in one of them. Holy.
Well, I don't even think I've seen anyone put up close to 200.
I would have in week 1. Oh, I already won. I won the other one, though. That's good.
Yeah, you won quite easily.
Quite easily, and I still got 2 players to play.
Prescott put up good numbers despite the game.
Despite the game being, not very good.
Well, the game script kind of was in his favor.
Nice play, T.Y. Hilton.
I haven't had the chance to watch a lot of Colts this year, so I'm kind of excited for this game.
I rewatched their week 1, midway between week 1 and week 2. I'm impressed with them.
I took the Colts and the 49ers to cover. Hopefully they pull through and I'll break even at least.
Yeah. It's not unreasonable. Colts were able to hold the Chiefs to a field goal. I'm assuming you got 10.5 points, so. Oh, nice play, Brissett with a pass to Doyle, a dump off, who made a really, that was a nice cut.
That was good.
It looks to be a 9-yard gain. So the Colts are driving here. Yeah, if you can get a touchdown here, Perp Mouse, it'd be nice. The one issue with Kansas City is they really can score probably faster than anyone, right?
Well, yeah, they're dangerous to put up points.
They're dangerous, yeah. That's a good way of putting it.
This drive's going really well for Indy. This is kind of what you want against them.
And Indy's taking as much time as humanly possible.
Slow, methodical drives.
Yeah.
Pick up first downs. Keep the defense on the field.
He got 12 points. That's an excellent line. The
Plus 12.
Closing line was what, 10.5, Big Ray?
Yeah.
So if you got 12, you did well.
Yeah, you did very well.
Yeah, that in itself is positive expected value.
And then what line did you get for 49ers? Because I know that's creeped up from 3.5 to 5 or 5.5 is last I saw. Yeah, it's at 5 right now.
That's a pretty big shift. Wow, Mac. Oh, this is going to be a touchdown run for Mac. Oh, first and goal. What a run. Big Ry, you missed it. You had your head down, but that was fantastic, hey?
Luckily, I'm on a delay here, so we get to see it again.
Then -4. Well, if you can get a touchdown here with the Colts, it'd be nice. Colts upset would be nice, too. Look at that run, man.
That's good for Mac. For a guy they weren't sure was going to play today, that was a pretty good run.
Surprised he didn't go outside. This might be holding on Indy.
Mac looking very patient early on in these first early runs.
Big Ry likes patient, methodical runners. I'm a heavy, fat guy, north-south. Neither of us are fans of Gadget for the most part.
Yeah.
Holding on defense. That's fantastic.
It just depends how you use them, though. Like a guy like McCaffrey had a lot of success today.
Well, McCaffrey's an all-around player, and Big Ry's done a lot of work on snap counts, and he's 99%, I believe, that McCaffrey plays.
He's going to fall a bit today because I know Bonifin had 5 carries today, so he at least played 5 snaps.
Yeah, but they rode McCaffrey harder than you could, about as hard as you can run a running back.
Yeah.
McCaffrey by proxy must be the Oh, here we go. Jordan Wilkins is in for a touchdown run, it looks like. Just snaking one from Mac, of course.
Oh, that's perfect. This is a really good start.
This is a nice drive. Oh, flag down.
They announced what it is yet?
Illegal block in the back.
So it's going to take 6 points off the boards for the Colts. On T.Y. Hilton. That's tough. That's hard to put up that many points in that league.
I did the first week. He did with, holy, who does he have? Oh, man. Oh, yeah, Philly put up crazy numbers.
The impressive part is he doesn't even have... what's his picture?
It's a hole.
It looks like
It's a cavernous hole.
Who was our favorites this week?
We liked Denver. We liked Oakland. We liked Washington, too. That one didn't pan out.
Yeah.
Wilkins is going to get the touchdown anyways.
I like the Bengals a lot this week, too.
Oh, that didn't pan out. I like the Panthers, too. Hopefully they put Mack in to snake this. He is down, just barely.
Good job.
Brissett, touchdown. They got it. They finally got it. 6-3 pending a pat. Yeah, that's not unreasonable, but the thing is, I don't know how much attachment most of that team does. I think the reason Arizona won that game is Cliff Kingsbury realized, like, I got to take more chances when I have a weaker team. And look at the amount of usage Murray had as far as rushing attempts, and they went for it on fourth down multiple times, I believe. So.
Well, it's the Cincinnati defensive game plan was just terrible.
It was Cincinnati's defense was terrible. That was another thing we looked at. We didn't like. So
from a game plan perspective, they couldn't have done much worse.
Yeah, but that's what you expect. It's almost a wash. 7-3 after the Indy touchdown. They go up in this game. It's nice as big dogs here, so it's nice. It's always nice to score the first touchdown.
And Vinatieri's still kicking. It looks like even after bringing in all those guys, they still stuck with that.
Stuck with it, yep.
I'm going to grab a drink. I'll be back in a second.
Can you give me a little refill, please, Big Rye?
Sure.
Thanks, buddy. Mrs. Featherbottom's going to be getting me another beverage. Sorry to lull in action. It's hard to go over these commercials. We're getting a Canadian feed too, so. Are you going to be watching the debate on Monday at 7, Big Rye?
Nope. Here you go.
Ooh, thanks. Ooh, this is a shaky handoff here. I'm glad he's not my quarterback.
No, but for most nights, I'm your center.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, we're a little bit in front.
Oh, we're a little bit in front. I'll try. I don't know how to brew that. I'll comment on Big Rye's feed because one of our feeds is a little bit ahead. Yeah. Well, Big Rye his feelings got hurt a little bit because one of the viewers compared him to I guess notorious serial killer Gary Ridgway. It was a dark day for Big Rye.
He looks like me.
He didn't. Gary Ridgway does look like him.
What's going on, Mark?
Okay. All right, Zitvono. I'll try and I'll be succinct and to the minute here then. Okay, first down, Mahomes, ton of time. Another pass to Pringle on the outside. First down, Chiefs. That was a weird play. He had a lot of time. I'm worried about the pass rush of the Colts. Maybe that's not the way to beat Mahomes, though, because he can escape it so well. Much like, maybe not as well as Russell Wilson, but he does escape it very well. Oh, Wook Dog!
What's going on, Wook?
Wook Dog!
Oh, did you refresh it? It might catch up then.
Unbelievable play. Oh, it's a fumble. Don't. Oh. Are you joking?
I think they're going to call this incomplete. Nice, Zit. Where are you going out tonight? You going to be watching the game or just enjoying your evening?
Some beverages. Perhaps a date night on Sunday night. All right. Let me just have this fantasy, Zitvono. My date's right over here, and he looks like a serial killer. Dinner. Yeah. Yeah, let's hope. Unreal first down.
So they called that incomplete?
Yeah. I feel like the Chiefs make tougher catches. There are a lot of drops I felt today. The strong teams don't have that problem, regardless who they have at wide receiver. All right, Chiefs first and 10 at midfield. Strong run up the middle for Damian Williams. Williams has retaken the lead then, I guess, eh?
Yeah, he's back healthy. He was out for 2 weeks.
I know, but there's a lot of talk about McCoy splitting time.
He's a much better back than
McCoy.
McCoy.
I didn't buy it, and you know what? The ball security hasn't become an issue with McCoy, but I can't imagine Coach Reed likes him carrying around it like a good report card.
Yeah, he's strictly a change of pace guy.
Williams in again, play action, excellent pass by Mahomes. Fumble, recovered by the Colts. Live ball, it's getting returned.
They never blowed this down?
No, they haven't. George Odom is running his back. He's running out of steam. They got a chance of getting a touchdown here. No, they won't. Unbelievable play. 25-yard line.
Mahomes is saying incomplete.
Well, I mean, that's 2 in a row for Kelce.
That's as close as it gets.
If they give Kelce 2 incompletes, I don't know.
I think that's a fumble.
We always side with fumbles, so I mean, because we honestly, especially after watching all day today, the amount of times the defense gets screwed for penalties, they don't get the benefit of the doubt ever, and I doubt they're going to get it here. I bet this is an incomplete.
Yeah, Mark, do you have Kelce in any leagues?
Pert Mouse, the Indy scored a touchdown, and they also potentially recovered a fumble all the way to the Chiefs' 25-yard line.
Yeah,
but it's probably going to come back from what it looks like, especially the way things going. The defense always gets jagged, always.
Mark, do you need a big day from Kelce? But Perp, this could be the best start.
Yeah,
the best start.
If they uphold this is going to be a really big deal.
Let's go. That's awesome. You can just sit back, enjoy the game. Now that you've already won, Kelce will probably have a big game. That's usually how this works.
No, he's going to get mega fumbles all game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Jake Jacobs. Hey, did you watch a Tennessee game, Jake?
What's going on, Jake?
I'm assuming you did. Please do, Pert Mouse.
Yeah, Pinnacle's pretty good. You can, I use InstaDebit to put money in when I looked, but I haven't looked recently, so.
Jake, though, 4 missed field goals. That Mariota pass that was ruled a illegal forward pass, that was a touchdown, and that hold was bogus.
In fact, I was very upset about the Titans.
I was very upset. Zitvono has an interesting question.
Is it still possible to see which teams are popular with your viewers? It's good that you bring that up because we had Micro Odds ask about that too. And I'm going to be posting that for you soon. I started on it on Friday, but real life happened, so I wasn't able to put it up there. But next week, I'm going to put up a new page where you can see who's picking who.
It's kind of Zitvono, you're totally thinking the way we do, like, we kind of like it more when everybody picks against us, and like that gives us more confidence, right? So, like, the problem is, though, I will say this, though, out of our viewers, there's a much higher percentage of sharper people, I would say, than the average.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the guys at the top of the list, they know what they're doing. Like, you know, if you're batting 60% right now, you're taking dogs. They call it incomplete, everyone. I'm sorry.
Well, you can kind of get an idea just from looking at this to see.
Yeah.
Who's above 500, who's below.
Because this is a good example of if you're a square, you're not winning this year. Oh, right back to the well, right back to Kelchi. They poked the ball, but it didn't come out. Chiefs driving.
You can withdraw right back to InstaDebit, and InstaDebit will go straight into your bank account. The one thing I don't like about Pinnacle is if you don't bet 3 times whatever you've put in, they will take away 3% when you withdraw. It used to be a flat $15, which I preferred because of obvious reasons. So if you're betting lots of money or putting a lot of money on, and you're only going to be betting small amounts, it becomes a little bit frustrating for them to take 3% when you just go withdraw.
Here's the thing, Zitvono, what you said, I completely agree, is people don't understand, like, they're very results biased. Like, they assume that if okay, like, for instance, because we took the Redskins, that because New England covered, that means that's the right play. That's not how probabilities work. If there's a 5% chance of it raining and it rains, that doesn't mean it was a 100% chance of raining. It could very well have been accurate at 5%. But the long story short is you have to think of really long terms. And rather than grouping the Patriots as just the Patriots or grouping the Redskins as the Redskins, you group them as a double-digit dog at home with unfavorable public view on it. And in those cases, over, the 10 years we've been tracking it, the dogs usually do well. They're 0-5 this year. But that's just a small sample. Hey, nothing wrong with that, Pert Mouse. Nothing wrong.
If you're going to be betting that much, the key is just making sure you're betting small, consistent units.
Yeah, we took the Raiders, Hinokio. Raiders are on a big 2-game win streak, though, so I'm not sure how that's going to pan out. We'll look at the lines after. We probably won't take them next week, though. The Raiders are riding high. Raiders are 3-2.
Yeah, it's been a good start for them.
And the Raiders lost to the Chiefs. They only gave up points in, the second quarter?
Yeah. We're not going to be taking the Raiders next week, though. Because they're on bye.
Oh, they're on a bye? Yeah, there you go. That kind of hurts their steam, too.
It's fine. Teams are usually good coming off byes, so they get an extra week to rest up. Guys like Tyrell Williams have a chance to come back and be healthy. I'm not sure if they were missing anybody else. I can't remember who their inactives were.
Oh, Arizona and Houston? Yeah, we actually liked the Bengals, and that didn't work out. And I'm mixed about that. The Houston game, I couldn't care either less. From what I understand, there was a lot of pro money on the Falcons, but I really wasn't sure. That's pretty sharp. I guess, I don't know. We took a little bit more favorites than usual.
Well, we take whatever the market dictates.
We take what the market dictates. That's true. Yeah, well, ATL is a polarizing team. They're capable of beating or losing anybody.
We were just talking about this before we started the stream because I was surprised about Atlanta because they have quite a talented team. Like they're not a 1-4 team. They're probably the best 1-4 team, which is not saying much.
It's not saying much, yeah.
But it's disappointing. Like Matt Ryan's one of the better quarterbacks in the league. They've spent a lot of draft capital on that O-line and bringing in guys like Alex Mack. The defense was injured last year, almost like to an excuse. That's why they were bad.
Yeah, but what's the excuse now?
They don't have one. They're playing poorly. It's the coaching.
Coaching is such a big deal. Yeah, we like Tennessee. I was upset about the game, Tennessee, because I really felt like they got screwed over in this game. And your kicker going 0-4. Come on.
Yeah. All
right, Zitvono, have a good one. Yeah, Julio Jones. He's not doing that well yards-wise. But
have a good dinner. Zit, have a good one.
Enjoy the dinner.
Yeah, like from a skill position on offense, they have excellent skill position players.
Did their receiver trio, is there a better three?
Probably, but those guys are good. Like,
they're very good.
Very good.
Freeman has been sluggish.
But none of this stuff matters if you can't block guys. And
that
offensive line is having a tough time. And if your offensive line is having a tough time, it can throw off your entire team. Here's a good case. Indy's like almost the exact opposite.
Yeah.
Like their O-line's great. The rest of their team you can question, and they're playing so consistently.
They're beating Kansas City in Kansas City.
And even without injuries, like guys like Darius Leonard aren't playing tonight. It hasn't made a difference yet.
Oh. The O coordinator got pushed by Travis Kelce. Interesting. It seems like they've kissed and made up after. Holmes is going to get sacked here. Awesome. And Justin Houston.
Having Taylor Lewanwick was really nice.
Yeah, but they weren't. He's right. They weren't good in pass pro. Anyways, Justin Houston returning home to Arrowhead. He just beats the left tackle really easily, Cameron Irving, and makes a nice sack. Hey, Gavin. Yeah, we talked about it last week on when we streamed Sunday night. Glad that you do. This is shaping up good. 3rd and 18 here.
We got the Colts as well. We ended up getting them 10.5.
Wait, we got a worse line than you. It's probably a mistake in the long term, but it could prove fruitful short term. Mahomes somehow getting out of this. This is one of the craziest touchdowns I've seen in a long time.
Byron Pringle with the touchdown. Mahomes scrambled for about 7-8 seconds before he got that.
From a 15-yard sack, like Al Michael said, to a... Oh, man. You got to be fast coming after him. You know what I found interesting, too? There's a Fox News article about that it's a two-way race between Russell Wilson and Pat Mahomes for MVP, which is fair, but what about Shaquille Barrett?
Did you say on Fox News?
Yeah, it was. It was like on a thing on the bottom. Or not Fox. Okay, Fox, the channel. I don't know why I said Fox News, like as if it had breaking stories, if they care.
What is this? What's interesting that came from Fox News about football? But they said who?
Fox Sports and Pat Mahomes. But I'm like, Shaquille Barrett. I don't know what he did today, but...
Well, judging by the game Teddy Bridgewater had, it probably couldn't have been too great.
He didn't get a sack against the Saints. Tough to get a sack. Tough to get it. Oh, he's one sack from a $1 million bonus. Wow.
So after one more sack, he's probably going to just give up on the year?
Yeah, is that what's going to happen?
That's how people think.
Probably wants to get paid, though. I'm going to imagine here, Big Rye.
Yeah.
Going forward.
incentive-based contracts are great until you get to like the last 2 minutes of the game and you actually want to win.
Yeah, because people, i.e. a pick six.
Luke Kuechly would have tried for a pick six today if that was the case.
Yeah. That touchdown's unfortunate for the cover, but we're still looking okay.
Oh yeah, this game's going.
It's far from over, and we're covering as is.
With our luck,
the
Colts are going to lose by 11.
Hey,
that's my guess.
Listen, we'll all rise for that. I thought Rudolph was dead, man.
I thought, to me, that was like play of the year by Rudolph to even get that play off and get the first down, and then he just got absolutely lit up. But that was before I just saw this Mahomes play, so I think I might have changed my mind. Yeah, that play was awesome. I do feel bad for Rudolph. Hopefully he's okay.
I gotta be honest, watching Derrick Henry run is a pleasure for me. I like that.
Yeah.
I like just a big man beating up a bunch of boys.
At least this year he's not just trying to bounce every run.
I know, he's doing it all. I'm a big fan right now. But I'd rather 70 hard yards than 170 like busting away. I
like how much usage he's getting, but I'm surprised that Dion Lewis has just become an afterthought in that offense.
Yeah, we'd spoken about this earlier. Much rather have Dion Lewis and Henry out there than Adam Humphries. What's the other three guys standing around though?
Well, because it's so long. They all have their eyes on the quarterback. Number 30 did make a bad play. Is that Rocky Sin?
Rocky Azine, I think so. We believe in regression to the mean pert mouse. We actually we did a 3-part video series. I wrote it, and Big Rye was I
stumbled through it.
He was the narrator. I was trying to figure out what the name of that Earth video guy, the English dude.
David Attenborough.
Yeah, David Attenborough. Yeah, that's what you were.
Sure.
Yes, Jake. I feel the exact same way, and I enjoy it. But yeah, Pert Mouse, you should check out the Madden Curse video we did. It's a 3-part series. It goes all the way back to the start of it. So, it's weird. We thought that video, considering the timing, would do a lot better than it did. Didn't do as well, but I mean, that's YouTube for you.
Yeah, the YouTube algorithms are a little bit strange.
Yeah, we haven't quite cracked the code on it. Yeah, it'll take a bit of a time, so... Oh, Mac with a nice run. Should be 3rd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, YouTube's a little bit strange right now.
Yeah, it's weird. We're grateful for our viewers, though, so... It looks like Mac just powered through.
Yeah, behind Jack Doyle and Quentin Nelson, they pick up the first down.
Oh, weird. He ran by Quentin Nelson, got a first down. That's bizarre.
It's a big deal. It makes a big difference. What are other videos that you guys are interested in seeing?
That's a great question. I agree.
Because I'm just trying to listen and just trying to provide you guys whatever you guys want to see. Because the fat guy and I, we can brainstorm all day what you guys want to hear, but it doesn't matter when we could just ask you.
Yeah, we could just ask you, right? Just go right to the source. Going deep, double coverage, pass interference for sure.
This is good for pretty much everybody in this chat.
Yeah,
at the Colts, which is all of us. I don't. Think
yeah, all of us are on Indy. These are our real fans. Mm-hmm. Our real fans will not lay 11.
Top 5 favorite picks of the week. Yeah, okay. I think that's a good idea.
We could highlight that.
I was going to do Big Rise best bets on like a Friday.
I think that's... And you talk about line movement. I think that's...
Line movement.
Just do a quick one?
Yeah. That's a big PI.
Yeah, big PI, Jake. Right on, everyone. We got the Colts This is a Colts house right now. Well, the points. We just want the cover. Another run with Mac. Not going to get anywhere, but that's okay. Yeah, it does. It does, Mouse.
Yeah, Saturday as well.
The problem is, though, you put a video out Saturday, it's irrelevant on Sunday, right? So there's like a weird strategy to it.
And then we kind of missed the Thursday game, but we can just emphasize Thursday's game on the
Monday pick video, yeah.
Maybe do like snap counts on Tuesdays. Perp's got a Kansas City jersey on. Well, I think the fat guy and I love Kansas City.
Well, that was our first big bet was KC. We love their style. It's just the problem is you can't bet on them right now.
Betting 201. Yeah. The fat guy and I should. Our biggest problem, I say, is that we have a lot of knowledge, but we don't do a very good job teaching that knowledge. So just vote us.
It's me. The way I speak is just a poor way of communicating. Oh, there you go. Everyone's got the Colts then, Perp Mouse. So I guess Perp Mouse wants KC to win, but Indy to cover.
Yeah, plus 12 is a fat guy.
That is such a fat guy. Plus 12 is such a fat guy special.
So 3rd and 12. Brissett can't make the same magic happen that Mahomes did on.
Whatever, they're going to get a field goal, and they're going to be able to tie this game, assuming Vinatieri can be Adam Vinatieri.
Yeah. I'm calling for a field goal fake here.
It's 12 yards. Please don't. Just take the points.
That's what I'm calling for. I want the holder to flip it over his shoulder, and Vinatieri sprints into the end zone.
Vinatieri?
Yeah.
Okay.
Looking like McCaffrey in his college days.
A young Forrest Gump.
Yeah. I want him to break out of those shackles.
He says, I learned to bet the number the hard way. That's good. That's how everyone learns. That's where it all started, was a fat guy being a square, losing a ton of money his first year gambling on football. Then it all changed. I hate losing.
Vinatieri's good.
10-10, boys. Cover is very live. Very live.
What would you say the live line is?
Live line?
7.5.
That's exact. I was going to say KC minus 7.5. So, in a way, everyone's expected value is positive.
And I could look.
Yeah, why ask fat guy when you can just look? Although I got to be honest, the old odds maker I got up top is pretty good.
Okay.
Didn't have it?
Oh, it's just pretty much told us no. Yeah, it's 7.5.
It is 7.5?
Yeah.
Wow. We're on it. Yeah, we did. What do you mean by do a video on them? We did a video explaining the money line, but you mean like what would make us choose a money line? I actually have an idea on how to do that. Well, teasers, we would just say don't do. That's what we would say.
Yeah. It's good for us. We hear so many teaser things from people on YouTube that we should make a video explaining the difference between betting single games and betting.
Yes, yeah, that's a good idea.
And show the math behind it, and then
a stop doing parlay and teaser video, more or less.
Yeah, and then the money line one is interesting because I was thinking of doing that with the best bets because you can compare the lines to the money line and see which one is actually the better play mathematically.
So Perp Mouse, what a teaser is so on this game. It was the spread, let's just say, was 11 on the you got 12. It's 12 for the Colts Chiefs. You could tease it 4 points and you could make it Colts plus 16. The problem is though the payout is a lot smaller, and it's kind of like buying it's almost like buying insurance in blackjack. They just find a way to charge you twice commission, right? They're already beating you in expected value on the game, and then they're going to offer you another negative expected value proposition. So more or less, they get to charge commission twice. They love offering stuff like that.
So if you bet them, if you're in Vegas, the average vig is minus 110 both sides.
1/11th.
And when you bet a teaser, like you've already got the adjustment for wherever the spread is. But then on top of that, you're pretty much paying double the commission. So you'd be paying more like minus 120 when you do the math. So it's just
to win twice. But you're not gonna get 4 points at minus 120. It'll be something like minus one.
You'll get like minus 160,
160, 180,
170.
But you're gonna get you're paying. What Big Rye is saying is you're probably paying 5.5 the juice pretty much, which is a lot. Think about it this way: like for every $5.50 you wager, whether you're right or wrong, you're gonna pay $1 in commission. That's just silly. That's how they get you.
It's the same with parlays.
Parlay is the same thing. You're paying commission on every game, right? Yeah, you're adding 11% on every game, unless you do 2 games, which is still. Yeah, we just don't prefer it, and the variance is a lot higher on a parlay. All right, go. Chiefs 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Oh, missed screen to Hardman. The pass was just wrong by Mahomes.
Even if we did 13-team parlays and everybody in our contest, all 67 that entered this week, the closest would have been 11-2.
Yeah. No one's had a perfect week so far, correct, Big Rye?
I don't think since we've started. I think maybe someone had a 1-loss week, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Proline is already making a killing, just having people pick a minimum of 2 games.
Yeah. It's a slow, methodical, it's a long game, right? Just think of it this way. Get the entertainment value out of it, which you will anyways. But just inch your way. Like, why give them any edge? I hate the idea of paying a sports book or a casino. I'm the guy who takes the coupon to the casino and only makes the bet for the coupon and then leaves. And then I'll take a whole bunch of cards with holes in the middle when I leave. So I'll play poker, but my whole poker strategy is to avoid paying rake. Rake's a killer. Yeah, it's money out of your pocket. Chiefs are punting here, everyone. This is good for the Colts bettors, which is everybody in our group here. Colquitt back to punt at his own 10. Boom. Fair catch. The 32-yard line by Chester Rogers. Indy to take over.
Did the Chiefs start with the ball or the Colts?
Chiefs.
Right? Yeah, this is excellent. I'm hoping for a lot of Marlon Mack this next drive.
That'd be nice.
Kill this clock. It's a game of possessions, and you don't want to prolong a game of possessions with Mahomes.
No, you want to slow as possible. Yeah, absolutely. We have ours is called Total or Toto or something. We're from BC, and it's, I don't know. The only people that bet those really are Total Squares. So just bet online. It's the best way of going. And you know what? Sometimes you can find deposit bonuses too. But be careful which websites you go. Pinnacle is the most trustworthy, but it is possible to use others. Mac with a great 10-yard run to start the drive. All right, we go 1st and 10. We're set under center. Under center, Mac to his side. Looks like they're in shotgun. I can't really see, though. They're at about the 44-yard line. Now, during the broadcast, it's a short carry of 4 yards for Mac. Now, during the broadcast, they were talking about Pro Football Focus with Chris Collingsworth because it's something he's, I believe, invested in, he owns part of. The problem with Pro Football Focus is they tell you after what happened, and I don't agree with exactly how accurately, but it doesn't predict the future. You know what I mean? I don't understand what the point is. I hate to slag them, but why know who did what on a play if you can't use it to predict the future? Maybe they're trying to do that in the works, but I don't think that it's a good way to burn your money, in my opinion.
We have play action.
2nd and 5 play action. Nice reception by Mo Alley Cox. Dragged out of bounds by I don't know who Wilson is. Oh, I think he's a rookie.
Isn't it Ramik Wilson?
I don't think so. It could be. This play calling is kind of masterful, is what Collingsworth is underselling. It is masterful.
Damian Wilson from ex-Dallas Cowboy.
Damian Wilson, there you go. Play action. T.Y. Hilton with a first down, man. They're just chunking out.
Well, that's the tough part about playing zone is you can run Hilton underneath, and he's 1v1 against Damian Wilson, who just got beat by Mo Alley Cox. So
Costanzo should have get called for a hold, I think, but maybe not. That was a nice play. This O-line is awesome. This O-line is awesome. Look at these guys.
yeah.
The Chiefs, if they can't stop the Colts, their ideas, their Super Bowl dreams are fleeting, I would say. It's difficult.
Well, this is interesting. They didn't have any pass rushers in on that play.
Oh, triple option. Did this get caught? No way. Flag down. Jack Doyle caught it out of bounds, it appears. Now there's a big flag.
It was skipped into him on the replay.
Al Michaels seems very unimpressed. Apparently Deion Kane was wide open down the field, but it could have been null and void pending on this flag, which it could be a hold here. That seems the most likely. Holding defense. Interesting. Colts driving. This Chiefs defense, I mean, they hired Steve Spagnuolo, who's famous for being a Giants defensive coordinator in their Super Bowl victory against the Patriots. The one issue I have, though, is he was also the D coordinator for maybe the worst defense we've ever seen in New Orleans Saints that never seemed to get better. I mean, it wasn't just all him. There was personnel issues.
What a play by Jacoby Brissett.
Brissett just handed the ball off and blocked kind of with his back. Nice work here.
Quentin Nelson looking like the Karate Kid. He actually kind of looks like who's the guy from Bloodsport?
Which guy from Bloodsport?
The guy who looks like Quentin Nelson.
Oh, the American guy?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember his name.
I don't either, but he kind of looked like him there.
I thought you were talking about Chong Lee. He's the bad guy. He's played by Bolo Young.
No, not Chong Lee.
Yeah. Oh, interception by the Chiefs. Oh, this is going the other way. Tyrann Mathieu. Oh, he's tackled at about the 36-yard line. Big play by Tyrann Mathieu. Unfortunate for all of us. Oh, the American guy, I know.
Oh, he kind of looks like Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
He does look like... I can't believe you... He has no memory at all, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to just go out on a limb and say gentlemen. But he's got a vivid memory of Bloodsport. It must have touched him early like other things. Forrest Whitaker's in this movie.
Both of his eyes?
Yeah, both his eyes are in the movie. Donald Gibb playing Jackson. That's him. That is him.
What else was Donald Gibb in?
Revenge of the Nerds. Hancock, U.S. Marshals.
Those are, like, seriously, those 4 movies are in my top 10.
You sure they are? Huh. Whatever. He's shorter than me. I could definitely kick his ass. He's a heavy 6'4", that guy. Anyways, enough about Bloodsport. His nickname is Ogre. He's Leo.
How big is he?
He's 193 centimeters.
6'4"?
Yeah, 6'4". I'm 201, bro. I got him.
Oh, you're also the fat guy.
Yeah.
You're as tall as you are wide.
Yeah. Yeah, right. I'm 6.5 feet around. That's a big belt, pal.
Anything could happen.
You're going to hit that window? I'm going to die here.
Yeah, people were actually disappointed that you've been cutting down on your weight.
Wait, I only lost like 18 pounds. It wasn't that crazy. I actually, you know what? That's a lie. It was more than that. I was like at 318, and then I went down to 289. I think I'm at 292 right now.
Maybe we should just do a video on your weight loss.
My weight? We could chronicle the weight loss.
I watched the internet comment etiquette. It was pretty good.
Yeah, it was all right. I could lose 100 pounds again, though, I think. My knees can't take it, though. I always go too hard.
There was a lot of product placement in that internet.
Yeah. Well, that's what he does now. He sells out. I don't mind Eric, though. He's funny.
Well, it's way better doing it that way than the other, like, obnoxious commercial halfway through your show.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Mahomes with the ball. Oh, tipped. Yeah, if the safety didn't slip, that could have been an interception as well. So, nice job in defense, I'm going to say, from the Colts so far. So, 2nd and 10 for the Chiefs after the Tyrann Mathieu interception. The undefeated Chiefs.
This is not a talented defense personnel-wise, but scheme-wise, they have done a really
They've been really strong. Frank Reich's just been an outstanding coach. And he didn't give up on his team when they were, 1-5 to start the year? Last year? Something like that?
Something like that.
They were great. So Damian Williams picks up about 2 on a 2nd down carry. It'd be 3rd and 8, I believe, for the Chiefs. How do the Chiefs find these guys? Byron Pringle.
I have no clue. But I feel like a new guy pops up every 2-3 weeks that makes plays.
Mahomes, unbelievable. Unbelievable play by Mahomes. Just dancing and getting out of the way. There's a big flag coming here. It's probably for the hit on Hardman who really bobbled the ball on the way in. We're going to see, though.
I don't think it's on the hit.
I
have a feeling this is a hold.
I'm hoping it's a hold.
Because there wasn't much on that hit watching it a second time. Even though it felt like a big boy hit. Watching it live.
Well, I don't. Yeah, you know me. I don't. They picked up the flag. No play, 1st down. Chiefs just always pull it out. Mahomes in particular. Out of where, I don't know, but this is a great 1st down. He's breaking all conventions to do this. Because they're just so, he just takes the most optimal line to get, sliced through the pocket, and he can throw at any angle. He's tough. He's tough to beat. 1st and 10. 46-yard line. Here we go. Fake reverse. It's a screen
they're in trouble
to
here.
McCoy. Big play. Ball's out. Recovered by the Colts. That's because he carried it like an idiot. We talked about that earlier.
Yeah.
This is...
What a play. And
So
this is exactly why McCoy can't be the every down starter. Really nice play for all of us. Congrats, guys.
Number 30, Rock Yazine.
Who was burnt on the touchdown earlier. It's nice to see him make up for that.
Look at this play. Or no, that's George Odom. What a play.
I've never seen LaShawn McCoy on his feet with more than one defender around him, so that was impressive.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he didn't slide.
Me too. That game he slid like 6 years ago at San Francisco, that bothered me so much. Probably because I lost money on the game, but come on. All right, here we go. Colts take over. A clean fumble. That rarely happens. Marlon Mack goes down, and they're attacking the ball as well. Number 90. I'm just going to call him Derek, number 90. I don't know how to say his last name. Sapiong or something.
Pesong.
Pesong. Pesong. Second and 8 from the 16-yard line. Colts in their own end. Inside handoff to Mack. Or no, it's
Naeem Hines on that carry, and Frank Clark makes easy work of him. That was an excellent play by Frank Clark.
Xavier Williams, the D lineman, is hurt on the play. Williams wearing Jordan cleats. I never noticed those.
I've never been one to really care about the equipment.
The apparel? Me neither. Neither of us are exactly sneakerheads.
We're not stylish, as the kids would say.
I was at one point in my life when I was attractive. That clearly has passed me by.
Expensive clothes doesn't mean you're stylish.
No, they were nice though. Reasonable. Now I'm just a fat mess. I got a Goonies t-shirt on my sister made me though. I'm very proud of that. Here we go. 3rd and 12. Incomplete to what looks like Eric Ebron, and it was. They're going to have to punt, but they all things considered, this is a good drive by the Colts.
Tight end's having a tough time holding onto the ball today.
You got Jordan golf shoes? I didn't know they made golf shoes. Punt, here we go. Who's 84 returning it? D'Anthony Thomas?
I don't think so, but it could be.
Yeah, D'Anthony Thomas. Oh! What a play. 16. Doolin, the gunner on the play, just annihilated D'Anthony Thomas. They make baseball cleats too. That's surprising.
It's a pretty big brand.
Yeah, I just didn't know that. I'm ignorant and stupid. Oh, corner rush. Wow, he dipped. That is one of the best rushes I've seen in some time. Number 23, Chris Moore.
Is it Chris Moore?
Yeah, come look at it. You see what he did? He just dipped. He went like middle. He went middle against he went like low, but somehow kept his balance. This is a crazy good rush. Wow.
Well, to be fair, he did do it on Cameron Irving, who decided to not use his hands.
Yeah. We know a little bit about Cameron Irving, a former first-round pick for the Cleveland Browns. Our Cleveland Browns.
Anything you can do to get matchups against Cameron Irving is a good...
But I like how you can't stop a corner.
He decided not to use his hands. I don't know what to tell you.
Here we go, 3rd and 15. Can Mahomes really bail them out again? Collinsworth thinks they're beating themselves. I think they're more or less having to rely on Mahomes' magic, which is not a good strategy in my opinion. Mahomes gets it off. It's caught. I think it's Robinson. I think they're one short. It's 4th down. Oh, he's getting mad at the ref. I don't know about that.
Yeah, and a very generous spot.
Mahomes is limping a little bit here.
In a very generous spot. Holy. I'm always confused when the refs have to run like 15 yards to spot the ball, like along the sidelines.
Yeah.
Like, don't you think they should have more than one guy on each sideline who...
Well, they have a robot. Here we go. 4th and 1. Chiefs going for it at midfield. I doubt it's Mahomes. It'll be fullback Anthony Sherman who he got it.
But I still think that spot was like a full yard in front of where it should have been.
There should be a robot that should figure this out. I mean, in this day and age. Oh, he got his ankle rolled on. Like, not crazy bad, but it's there. I will say this, though. If it hurts, if this little foot injury to Mahomes, this limping, if it at least lasts the game, I really like the Colts going forward. Because if he can't dance around in the back, he's in deep trouble.
Yeah, it was his right ankle. He seems to be walking around fine.
Oh, he just took a big hit. I thought it was an interception. It's incomplete. 2nd down.
And he's yelling at his O-line. Yelling at Wiley, yelling at Cameron Irving. Wiley got messed up.
Even though Houston's old, Houston should be able to beat Cameron Irving almost every play, and we haven't seen it yet.
He did beat him on one play.
Yeah, that's not good enough for me. I know the pedigree of Houston. 2nd and 10 midfield. Mahomes overthrows, and now we're going to get a flag.
Man.
This will probably be pass interference. Mahomes is still limping, which is of note.
It looks like Rocky Sin's number 34. I'm actually wondering who number 30 is.
George Odom.
Oh, okay. Who I don't know very much about.
Me neither. It's illegal contact on Rocky Yazine, so it'll be a fresh set of downs again for Kansas City, who are the benefactors of a penalty. That seemed
Pringle's
pretty
given
even.
the most trouble out of anybody this
Yeah. Here you go. Chiefs 1st and 10 on the Colts 46-yard line. With a limping... Oh, they're passing again. They're airing it right out too far. That was to Robinson. It wouldn't have been a touchdown, but it would have been right knocking on the door at the 2-yard line. Houston coming off the field. It's 2:04 left in the game and tied at 10.
2:04 left in the first half.
Now, Collinsworth is telling them that they can't play this defense if Tyreek Hill was in this game. Well, the good thing for them, Tyreek Hill isn't in this game, so they will play that defense. Oh, so close to sacking Mahomes, and weren't able to. Oh, Mahomes at risk for taking a big hit, but is just slippery enough to get a 4-yard gain. We're down to the 3rd down. He doesn't seem to be walking as gingerly, especially after that play.
He looks fine.
He was limping the play before, though, in the huddle. They'll probably just shoot it up with a needle the second at halftime goes, and he'll be fine the rest of the way. But
yeah. Guys, it's so tough to watch these Sunday night games after watching the Sunday early games and the Sunday afternoon games where you have multiple games going on at once. These commercials are just killer.
Yeah. Excuse me, fat guy's getting over a little bit of a cold, but it barely affected me. Commercials are just brutal, going back to what Big Rye said. Like, how many, it's the same ones over and over. I'd like to know how often these guys actually hit home, but whatever. Highlighting the Raiders win, which is impressive, beating the Chicago Bears. It was 5-point underdogs roughly. 3rd and 6, Chiefs ball. And that commercial timeout was ridiculous, even though it was for the 2-minute warning. And here we go. Incomplete to Kelce. And then there's a flag again. How many times?
Another flag.
The defense just gets jagged. Said only 2 penalties against Indy, but pass interference. Offense! Wow. All right. I take that back. I feel a lot better after that.
Hasn't been a good first half for Kelce.
No, it hasn't been a good first half for Kelce at all. So, punting team out for the Chiefs. Right on.
So,
Wow. That's one for the defense. Nice. Indy's going to receive the ball tied at 10 and as 11-point underdogs, depending on which line you got. But that was the opening one. And the punt is up. Fair catch called. Ooh. Tough catch by Chester Rogers at the 11. Let's see if we can't get some points for the Colts. That would be nice for those taking the underdogs, which I believe is most of our audience. Here we go. Colts take over at the 12-yard line. Excuse me. First down.
both teams still have all 3 timeouts.
Brissett hitting Ebron. Yeah, who's going to get an 8-yard gain.
8.
They're throwing again. This should be a dump off to the running back, Nyheim Hines, who does a great job just darting up the middle. They should probably take a timeout here, and they do. Nice first down by Indy. Reich's calling a great game here.
I still think it was too early for a timeout.
You got 3. I think this is appropriate. You want to give your lineman a breather here a little bit? I know you're giving the opposing lineman a breather, but... All right, they're at their own 33, it looks like. 1st and 10. Brissett with time. Boom, connected and out of bounds. T.Y. Hilton. The omnipresent T.Y. Hilton with good game sense going out of bounds. Nice job, TY. Nice job. 1st and 10. Brissett scrambling. Going for a run. Looks like he got 9 yards. I don't know where they're going to stop it, though. He got out of bounds, though, which is nice. I mean, it's not imperative, but it's nice. They've had some nice drives, the Colts. Gain of 7, 2nd and 3. Excellent protection here. Drop by Nyheim Hines. It was a little bit far, but if he was a bit taller of a player, I don't think that would have been an issue. 3rd and 3 here for the Colts.
An incompletion there was almost better.
I don't know. 2 timeouts? I don't think so. I think that would have been good. They would have been 3rd and 1. More manageable.
All the Chiefs linemen have their hands on their hips. It's just a tired
They
group.
should go right at him. Ball snapped. Oh, what a play. The coverage is just fantastic. There's a flag down. I don't know what this is going to be.
Oh, in a terrible spot.
I got to see what happened here, though. The flag can dictate everything. They got it ripped off on that spot, though.
The fat guy and I were impressed.
Oh, it's holding defense. There we go.
See which guard that was, but one of the guards, I believe it's not Quentin Nelson, but the other right guard, made a very impressive block, helping.
Yeah.
Sorry, did I get you a little bit?
Did you dust me a little bit? You lose some. You win some, you lose some, everyone.
That's true.
I'll remember where to point next time I have to sneeze.
Nyheim Hines misses his block, and Jacoby Brissett has to throw the ball away.
.41 seconds left. This is
They're showing the replay on Hines missing his block.
Oh, jeez. See how one breakdown can just change a whole play. Here we go. Another dump off to Hines. Ooh, who breaks a tackle.
And gets out of bounds.
Gets out of bounds.
Whether that was on purpose or not, he did.
Colts driving.
The fat guy and I are known for not liking receiving backs early on in their careers, and Nyheim Hines was coined one of the worst.
And this is a nice play from him, at least. Breland with a brutal attempt at a tackle, though. Why are you going low on Hines?
I don't know, but I've seen a lot of spin moves work this year. Like, I feel like defenders just aren't expecting.
Well, yeah, defensive tackling has been really poor across the league. If you saw the touchdown today for Washington, it was incredibly poor. The Chris Sims run, or Sims Jr. run. I don't know why I said Chris Sims. He's an analyst.
If that was Chris Sims who did that run, I'd be very impressed.
Yeah, so would I. You and him have probably the same spark athletic percentile.
I think that's offensive to Chris Sims.
No, I think it's offensive to you. Much like Mobin, he couldn't hack it.
That was pretty close.
Yeah, well, they're going to drag it out with another review.
I'm not sure if he has the ball completely possessed when he has his first foot down.
But fortunately for them, they can take another look and then run another commercial.
That's a good point.
is if this is what happens when you go to the grocery store.
I don't get this commercial at all because I don't know anybody that has problems grocery shopping.
And also too, you don't test avocados by pressing the sides. You want to make sure that the stem is still in there, and you press the back end.
Maybe she does though.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Are you a business professional woman in her mid-30s that
No.
has a tough time grocery shopping?
No, I'm a fat guy that barely works and mostly gambles and cooks often and watches a lot of Gordon Ramsay. Whether that's good or not, I don't know.
You gamble money, she gambles on STIs.
Yeah.
There's not much of a difference.
STIs.
Yeah, infections.
Oh. Okay.
Diseases, infections are all the same.
Yeah.
I got a feeling I might go pick up some Nutella after this broadcast.
Nutella might work. I don't know. I ate it. Oh, not this show.
What do you mean Nutella works?
No, sorry. I've had enough Nutella in my life. I'm good. Sugar spread, look at me.
Yeah, I know. You're sweet enough.
They call it a catch. Well,
That's
I'm
nice.
glad they were sure, just so we could figure out that we may or may not buy Nutella at the end of this broadcast. 27 seconds left, 2nd and 3. Colts driving. Marlon Mack back in the game. They should run it with him. Play action. Pass to Mack. He's got one guy to beat, and he doesn't really.
You're going to have to take a timeout.
They're going to have to take a timeout here. And they do. 3rd down.
Chris Collinsworth and Al Michaels starting to look like the two old guys on the Muppets.
Yeah, I'm saying they will. I feel like Al Michaels took the Colts here, the way he's talking.
Yeah, I've never seen him smile this much during a broadcast.
Usually not one for a sharp pick, but Al Michaels, maybe he's old dogs can learn new tricks. Just sharpening that square, eh?
Possibly.
Here we go. 3rd and 1, Colts.
Maybe he's betting first halves.
Yeah, then he should be really happy. Except for a pick 6 or a fumble recovery for a touchdown, which is always possible. They bring the house, the Chiefs. Brissett going to the end zone. This looks like a penalty, and it's not.
The ball's overthrown, but Chester Rogers looked like he got tackled there by Fuller.
Kendall Fuller. 4th and 1. Vinatieri coming in for the points.
This is a win for the Colts. They pick up 3 points. They get to start the second half with the ball.
He kind of threw himself.
The ball was
Good no
overthrown,
call.
so there's nothing. There's
Nothing there. 32 yards from bad hash, I would say. It's good.
Fuller did get his. They had their feet tangled up, but that
It's good.
I've seen that happen 100 times. They never call that.
What song is this?
They did have Back in Black playing for a second.
The Perry Caravello version, or?
I didn't even know there was another version. I'm not sure what this song is, though. Nothing new.
It's unfortunate. Cole Hardman returning the kick, getting a healthy return, but not enough to get it done.
You know something that happened in that Dallas game that I didn't like?
What was that?
I think it was Zadarius Smith got in Prescott's face after an interception, and their team didn't do anything about it.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
That's I think why I like Taylor Lewan so much. That stuff doesn't fly in Tennessee.
Wow, I have a good record in that. I came third 3 years in a row. That's crazy.
Who did you make for your keeper or the pick'em?
Oh, I won. I took the Pats.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pat McAfee's a cool cat, definitely. He's got a nice window into the league. Excuse me for just a moment, though, gentlemen.
I feel like Pat McAfee's just a real life shit poster.
That's possible.
The Fat Guy and I are going to take a break for halftime, but we'll be back for the second half. Feel free to ask any questions you want. We'll still see them. We can answer them when we get back on. I'll see you guys in about 10.
And we're back. Tim Hicks, good to have you. Good to have you. I'm glad you're doing well. Your punting is going well. We're about to start the second half. Little food for Big Ryan and I. Yeah, it feels like most of our viewers did well this week, which is nice. We had an up and down week, much like Jake Jacobs did. Raiders was a nice one though, as well as the Broncos. So they plan to stick with a 4-man rush, is what Reich is saying. That's interesting. We're all on the Colts, Tim, much like you, so this is good. Lines as low as 10.5 and as high as 12, but hopefully none of that needs to come into play, and Indy can just put together another drive, perhaps get a touchdown, and put a cover out of question in theory. 1st and 10 from the 22. Hand it off to Nyheim Hines, who's got a nice carry for about 14. And with some assistance from Mo Ali Cox. O-line is playing great for the Colts. Unbelievable. Yeah, this is a fantastic from the Colts. Fantastic. Oh, they got a too many men on the field flag right after I sing their praises. They're playing Master of Puppets. I don't know what that means. Anyways, 1st and 15 after the penalty for the Colts. Up 13-10 in their own territory. Play action. Look believable. They're playing off. They're playing so deep. The opposing defense. It's only a, 4-yard catch and run from Marlon Mack, who I much prefer to Nyheim Hines, but they have different skill sets. Anthony Hitchens not playing, so in his place, Damian Williams. Wilson. Damian Williams also on the Chiefs. Damian Wilson, formerly of the Cowboys, I believe. So we got 2nd and 12 here. Another inside draw carry for Mack. I think he got the first down pending on the spot. He got taken down from behind by a linebacker, and he could have been not maybe off the races, maybe not, but at least a larger gain. Much more manageable. 3rd and 1 for the Colts. They go no huddle, and they got it for sure. Like, when are they going to blow the whistle here? Jeez, they had to have given it to him. The Colts are playing it like they got it. The spot is that they got it, and now the referee signals that they got it. 1st and 10. Masterful play calling continued by Frank Reich. He had a really excellent game plan. I'm watching the game, and the refs just gave it a 3rd and 1. Unless there's some sort of remeasure. Here we go, 1st and 10. Good to have you back, Tim, by the way. T.Y. Hilton in motion. Play action. Brissett under a little bit of pressure. Oh, there's a flag down. He got hit hard, though, and he's grabbing his shoulder but being picked up by his lineman. Let's see what this flag is all about. Holding on defense, 5-yard penalty, automatic first down for the Colts. That's fantastic. Breland is having a brutal, forgettable game. He's prone to these, though. That's why he's bounced around the league more or less. Why are they playing Breland in man against T.Y. Hilton? I actually don't think this is his fault. And I don't like. I think he just slipped, and as usual, the defense gets penalized over the offense. But it's an interesting decision for me to leave Breland one-on-one with T.Y. Hilton. Just not a good matchup. Oh, a nice little weird bubble screen that only goes for a yard for the Colts. It'll be 2nd and 9. Darren Lee gets the tackle. It's a first-round pick, formerly of the Jets. More of a coverage linebacker, but starting to get more of a role, I guess, is with the Chiefs. I don't know if he's quite like that. I don't know how like Reggie Ragland is going to come in on second and Lee, the coverage guy, is going to play first down. But whatever, Steve Spagnuolo apparently knows what he's doing, but I find it hard to believe. So now it's 2nd and 9 from the 38-yard line. Brissett snaps the ball. Another inside draw run to Mack, who, wow, he just dangles and manages to get it for maybe 6-yard lines. Al Michaels is singing his praises. So Al Michaels, being a notorious gambler, I can only imagine, is betting huge money on the Colts. Much like the collective of the Big Rye and the Fat Guy family. So Mack comes out. It's 3rd and 4th. I love this offensive style that the Colts are doing right now, because they're taking so much time off the clock, dominating time of possession, mixing up runs and passes, predominantly runs it feels like, although the ticker could be different than what my brain comes to a conclusion with. 3rd and 4 from the 44. Brissett. Oh, I thought he was going to get sacked. It's an incomplete pass to Zach Pascal. They're going to have to punt, but this is still not that bad. They took almost 4 minutes off without crossing midfield. To me, that's important time of possession. Keep the other defense out there. Keep your offense out there. Keep your defense fresh. Of course, all of this could be a moot point if Kansas City scores an easy touchdown, but I don't know. We're going to have to see. Colts defense did a good job in the first half. I think they can possibly keep it up in the second. So here comes the punt. Oh, he's returning it. Wow. Thomas needlessly returned it for a yard. Now, the Colts offense I don't think works for the executives at these TV companies. Less commercials for them when the Colts are playing, it feels like. Sorry for the dead air, but I mean, these just in pure anger at these repetitive commercials. Tim Hicks, we posed a question, and you can answer this as well, Jake. What kind of videos you guys want us to do? Because honestly, when we brainstorm, it doesn't. We don't know. We don't know what to do. We don't know what everyone wants. And YouTube's algorithm isn't exactly helpful in that regard. So I'd rather just give the people what they want. So I'm curious what types of video ideas, suggestions you have, if any. Oh, apparently Ice-T does the voiceover for NBC football. Here we go. Inside zone run for Damian Williams, who he never turned the ball over, unlike McCoy, who did on a large screen. And it seems like he's really taken over as the... Well, it's more or less reprised his role. I mean, going forward, Tim, like what types of video ideas going forward? So that is we're thinking of, like off season, in between weeks, that type of thing. All right, here we go. 2nd and 6, a bomb somehow caught by Mecole Hardman, but I think he went out of bounds and came back in. We're gonna have to see. Big flag on the play. We'll see what it is. That was a fit in a box, that pass, and he was double coverage too. I feel like he went out of bounds and came back in. Call him PI anyway, so there's no difference, but look at this play. Oh, hello, Big Rye.
It's tough, Tim. I don't want to be too misleading, or else we just get a bunch of angry people showing up asking us why the game isn't on.
I think he stepped out of bounds. We appreciate the thought process. Yeah. No pressure, though. I posed him the question about video ideas.
Yeah.
Thought that was a good idea. Pull the audience. Especially the guys like Tim who are participants with some knowledge.
Yeah.
Another run by Williams. Another looked like a counter.
Did they give him that catch?
Wow. Important to get the runoff for the Chiefs because Mecole Hardman looks like he did step out of bounds. Looks like a false start on the Chiefs. We're going to have to find out.
Looks like the Colts didn't manage to put up any points with the ball to start the half.
No, they weren't able to. Great drive, though. Took 4 minutes off the clock just while keeping it on their side. They're taking 3 downs to make it 10. A lot of coulda, woulda, shouldas coming out of Al Michaels, who seems a little miffed that the Colts seemingly got jobbed by Mecole Hardman, stepping out of bounds and still making the reception. And I don't know, maybe that's going to hurt his under. I don't know. I don't know what Al Michaels is getting at. 13-10, Chiefs with the ball at the 44, the opposing 44. Dump off to Damian Williams, who's got a little bit of daylight. Makes a great move, but what a tackle. Just shoelace tackle by Rock Yazine. 2nd round pick who was touted as a first round hopeful in the draft.
I've noticed when in play live has juice against a certain team like minus 130 and the line seems a bit skewed, that team usually wins. Yeah, that's
interesting.
How it goes.
I don't know. I wish we had data for something like that. We tend to stray from live betting. Oh, what an interception off the hands of, it looked like Anthony Sherman, the rookie for the Colts. Oh, that's unnecessary roughness on 77, and he's going to get called by Wiley. This is going to cost. We're in business, the Colts.
Colts are looking good.
We're going to see what happened. That's a nice name, Bobby Okereke. That clearly went off his hands, in my opinion. Yep. That's awesome. Yeah, there we go, Jake. Bobby Okereke. Not enough to overturn for sure. This is We got some tea there, Big Rye. A little under the weather there. Need some more milk? Your belly rubbed?
Well, we'll wait till we're off screen.
They're reviewing it because it's turnover. But yeah, add 15. That's right. That's right, Jake. Going our way, guys. Going our way.
They added a unnecessary roughness penalty.
Well, it was. I'm sorry. It's not that, like, I don't care that it happened, but that's the rules. Follow the letter. Letter of the law. As Anti-Entity would say in Mad Max Beyond the Thunderdome. What are you going to make me like into a Japanese monster? Is that what you're going to do? He's making me larger, everyone, as if I needed that.
Just evening us out. I'm a little closer to the camera. You're a little further away.
What are they called? What is the Japanese word for monster? I always forget.
It's a monster.
Was it French?
Yeah, I went for Japanese, but it came out French. I think the fat guy might...
Kaiju.
Fat guy might start an ASMR channel. Just him eating into the microphone.
Yeah, that's what people would like.
Burping.
Yeah, burping, stomping on buildings of Japanese buildings.
If it's overturned, does the penalty stand? As far as I'm aware, the penalty does not stand.
I don't see how this could get overturned, so...
But there's a little bit of gray area there. I set this water to the same temperature as Jeff Roblo's hot tub.
102?
Set it to 102. So I can picture that I'm drinking his bathwater.
What do you charge for that, eh?
It's like a couple $100 each thimble.
I can't believe that actually happened.
Yeah.
Well, you know what's good about a non-defined... I feel like every turnover isn't defined whatsoever. But one that they deem isn't clear is they get to show us more commercials and I can complain some more.
That's true. During the commercials, I just watch you.
Oh my! They called that an incomplete.
Well, that's too bad. But it was third down, so now we're going to get a punt from Kansas City.
They enforced the play, though. Wow, so the penalty did stand. A new one for us. That is a huge break, though. This is a pile of crap, though.
I guess because it's
I guess it did. Play. Maybe it did touch the ground. I can't... Like, how is that clear and obvious?
With how it bounces, it does look like it hits the ground, but I...
Yeah, but the whole point is to be clear and obvious. Like, how could you possibly call that clear and obvious, though?
It's not.
It's... As Americans like to put it, beyond a reasonable doubt.
I plead the fifth.
That's actually not bad. Regardless, Colts are getting the ball back. Yeah, I agree, Jake. The refereeing I've found to be inconsistent. I don't like any of the rules, but if they're consistent, I could at least find them palatable. Chester Rogers with the catch. Hey, have a good one, Tim.
Yeah, have a good night, Tim.
Best of luck.
Yeah, good luck with... well, congratulations on today. You did quite well.
Yeah.
Always nice to have winning days.
Wow, 2 D linemen are out for the Chiefs. Interesting. They should just run right at him here.
Is that Chris Jones? Chris Jones is out.
I don't think Chris Jones is out. See you, Tim.
Just said.
If it is, that's a huge blow to the Chiefs D line. Big pop he took. Marlon Mack on the run up the gut.
Look at the push that the Colts line got there. Jake, I'm back in the game.
Put that on my tab.
All right. I should be better now, Jake.
Mac, it's another, 4 yards? 3rd and 3, it looks like.
The Chiefs sold out to stop that run, and Indy still got 3 yards. I want one of those hats.
Same here. 3rd and 4. We're set back to throw. Protection, fantastic. Doesn't look like... and he gets it. Yeah, to Jack Doyle. Daniel Sorensen beaten on the coverage.
This is what I hope the drive is. I keep reiterating this, but it's got to be Mac early, and then these early... Or not early, these easy 3rd down completions for the Colts. That was anything but easy, but it's a lot more manageable 3rd and 4 rather than 3rd and 9.
Yes, absolutely. Another inside zone run for Mac, who gets, 5? Which is fantastic. Takes
6.
a big hit from Thornhill, but I'll take a big hit from a corner over a linebacker or a lineman any day of the week.
Yeah, me too.
They're going to be able to run this ball on the Chiefs.
Yep.
Their outlook is to win this game. This is a high possibility now, I'm saying. 2nd and 3. That was a 7-yard run. That looks like it was offside. I don't know why they're passing. Yeah, it's going to be offside on the Chiefs, I believe. I don't know why they even bother passing, but... And it is offside. 1st down, Colts.
Tyrann Mathieu jumped offside there. He was on a corner blitz and came just a smidge too early.
It was noticeable, though. Spagnuolo is he's knowing that this D-line isn't going to be able to get there with the injuries they sustained and the lack of rotation. These guys are huffing, too. This D-line is huffing. Yeah. They can fire all they want. This O-line is going to be able to handle it. All right, play action. All the time in the world for Brissett, who makes a poor throw to Mo Alley Cox. I really think they should have ran it.
These pockets are just so clean for Brissett.
It really, realistically, you don't have to be the greatest quarterback if you're not getting pressure. You don't have to make the same reads. They're kind of jobbing him a little bit for not having any passes of 21 yards or longer. But so what? Their goal is to control the time of possession, and they are achieving that goal. This is a draw to Jordan Wilkins, who's going to get 9 yards. That's a great call. I say they go for it twice here. Shouldn't even be a question.
Wilkins outran Doyle there, and I don't know who's 49 on the Chiefs.
Daniel Sorensen.
Is it Sorensen?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Why would Collinsworth tell him to go play action, try and hit a home run? I mean, they could do it. I just don't put Mahomes in the game. Just continue to grind this clock down.
Well, they've got Jordan Wilkins in this game. This is going to be a run to him. They wouldn't have him out here
Indy
otherwise.
took a timeout here. I don't know if I like that.
just limited in what you can do with Wilkins on the field. I'm sure that's not the reason why they took the timeout, but it's nice to have that versatility.
But that same thing, though, despite it being limited, they still fell for the draw in that pass run.
Well, I was talking about the upcoming play.
Yeah, I guess that's true. All right, here we go. 3rd and 1. They got Wilkins back there again. Oh, and this is going to be a jet sweep to number 14, Zach Pascal.
Is that Pascal?
Yep. Nice job, and that was really cleanly ran.
Yeah, I was not expecting that.
I wasn't expecting that either. Nice
Especially
job.
how closely Wilkins lined up to the line of scrimmage.
We got to credit this. The winner of this, the MVP of this game is Frank Reich's play calling.
Yeah,
he's doing a masterful job of taking as much time as humanly possible to score while still scoring and keeping Mahomes off the field. This is really well done by the Colts. Okay, we got a little pass to Nyheim Hines, who's going to get
an excellent blocking by all three of those
14
players.
yards, it looks like. There's a late flag. I hope it's not holding on the Colts.
Pascal, Mo Cox, and Chester Rogers all throwing excellent blocks, especially Mo Cox.
They look exhausted, the Chiefs defense. This better not be a holding. And it is. Number 80.
On Chester Rogers.
Oh,
I didn't see it live. We'll see on this replay.
That's unfortunate.
He was 1v1 versus Neiman.
Yeah, I guess it's holding, but Rodgers, you gotta just do better, man. Yeah, I don't disagree with that penalty.
That's pretty weak.
Yeah. All right, inside draw for Mack. He gets tackled behind the line. From Passing Young. I can't say his name. If you start with a KP, what do you want me to do?
Passing Young sounds right. Passing Young.
Tano. Here we go, 2nd and 14, just past midfield for the Colts, who might have lost some steam between the penalty and that loss of 4 in that run.
The audible here.
Quick pass to Hines, who gets a positive gain, maybe 8 yards.
It's going to be about 3rd and 7 for the Colts.
Collingsworth suggestions, I think don't make any sense for anyone who's listening. Third and 7. They're bringing the house. Oh, Reset unable to connect with T.Y. Hilton. Nice grass stain now accumulated on Brissett's jersey.
It's just not a good play call. They didn't really have a guy that you could hit right away.
Yeah, the routes were.
I guess it was meant for Hilton, but he wasn't able to.
He had to do a difficult float, a touch pass to get that to work.
And he wasn't looking at that side of the field, so
immediately, so it wasn't going to happen. Colts up by 3, but dominating time of possession in the second half. They're going to have a fresh defense here against the reigning MVP and probably leader for MVP, Patrick Mahomes. He'll take over about the 6-yard line.
So we got the Browns in primetime tomorrow.
Interesting, yeah. Hope it goes better than the other. Well, we took the 49ers, so there's that.
Yeah, we got San Fran at 3.5, and the line right now is 5.
That's a win in its own, right?
And most people are taking Cleveland, so this might even be a bet. San Fran tomorrow.
Certainly might be.
Always better to get it at 3.5 than 5, but the market will dictate. Yeah, public on the Browns tomorrow.
Yeah, that's because they dominated
Despite the reverse line movement towards San Francisco. Yeah, so Chris Jones looks like he's out for the rest of this game with a groin injury.
Yeah.
Trey Carson looked good for the Packers in a change of pace role.
Yeah,
with
limited
Jamal
role.
Williams out. And I saw Tony Pollard get hurt. Jason Witten had a couple important catches for the Cowboys.
Yeah, he was a safety net when they were coming back. Here we go. Chiefs 1st and 10 from the 5. Oh, Mahomes with a difficult pass for Kelce, who hasn't been that good today. Really hasn't.
Prescott threw for 463 yards.
Pardon me, sorry?
I said Dak Prescott threw for 463 yards today.
Yeah, that's Big Ryan and I mentioned this. The more tackle behind the line of scrimmage is Damian Williams. By Willis, number 37. Wow. So Big Ryan and I had mentioned, if you throw for 500 yards, there's a good chance you lost.
Yeah.
It's usually a losing effort. If you rush for 200 yards, we can't think of times when they've ever lost. I can think of one now that I think about it. Ravens Chiefs lost 9-6. Chiefs did, rushing for over 200 yards. But that's 7 years ago.
Charles play?
9 years ago. Pardon me?
Was it Jamal Charles?
I don't even know it was him. He might have been hurt that game. Here we go. Mahomes. Long bomb. No flag. Mahomes is walking very gingerly on that taped ankle. And one of the linemen is down too. Wow, this Chiefs team is beat up. And that's Andrew Wiley, who's also not having a good game. 4th and 10 at their own 5. This is interesting. Mahomes, the tough guy that he is doing what he can, but they might have to acquiesce here.
Yeah, this is looking tough for the Chiefs.
They've got injuries all over the board, playing against a tough Colts strategy.
To very, very tough, very key players on both sides of the ball.
Well, Chris Jones and Pat Mahomes, that's your best player on offense and defense.
Yep.
This is looking good for a Colts cover, like most of our users have.
Phillip Lindsay with a big day. 15 carries, 114 yards, 4 catches for 33 yards and a touchdown. Rivers did not play well. He had to throw the ball 48 times in this game.
Yeah. Which usually means a loss, and it was.
48 attempts for 211 yards.
That's really bad. That's got to be one of a career worst for him.
Yeah,
yards per pass attempt.
And 2 interceptions. Deontay Johnson attracted 8 targets. Mike Williams, 13 targets. Andre Smith played, which was normal, but he was forced from the game with an injury. I was getting him mixed up with Clordy Glenn, who's still inactive. Keenan Allen with a quiet 18 yards.
Well, the whole team was quiet on offense.
DeMar Dotson was injured for Tampa Bay, the right tackle. Melvin Gordon got 12 carries, only managed to pick up 31 yards. Also got 6 targets, surprisingly, but only for 7 yards.
Why do you think it's surprising?
Oh, just because Eckler's more of the passing down guy. So
well, I'd say Gordon's an all-around guy. I mean,
Gordon is an all-around guy. It's just tough when Eckler's played so well in the passing game.
Yeah, Eckler got 87 yards, and I think like a bunch of catches, probably the most for the team, I would imagine. But a lot of it was when they were marching down the field at the end of the game. And that was against a prevent defense, which essentially took the receivers out and left him open.
Jake Jacobs asks, are you guys good at predicting which way lines are going to move? I want to get better at that. You can make a video about how you do
That's
that.
A great idea. That's going to take some research and effort. I like that.
Yeah, that one's a little bit tougher to do. The Fat Guy and I off camera always talk about line moves and which way things are going to go. And the two of us have been kind of waiting till the last moment to bet games for the most part. But because we're picking games at the start of the week and kind of missing some favorable lines, like this game, for instance, which opened at 11, you could get it at 11.5.
Well, one guy had it at 12.
Yeah,
Pert Mouse
had it at 12. We get it at 10.5. It's
significant disadvantage.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's kind of a double-edged sword because you like to see those reverse line moves because it's favorable for the team where the line moves, but at the same time, you want to get it at the good line. So it's just like you said, we're chasing the same thing you are, is trying to find the right picks, but get them at the best line.
Mahomes got stepped on by Cameron Irving.
That's much worse than what he had earlier, and that was to his other ankle. So he's had an injury to both ankles in this game.
You sure that's a taped one? I think it's the same one.
No, it was the right ankle that got twisted, and it got twisted inside. This one twisted outside on his left ankle, and then Wiley also twisted his left ankle on that play. We're getting a carry from Mack on 1st and 10. Colts are past.
It wasn't that good of a punt. No. Here we go. This is trouble for the Chiefs. I don't see them winning this game.
This is trouble for the Chiefs because the Football 101, the first thing you want to do is stop the run up the middle. But if the Colts are going to be able to pick up 4 or 5 yards a carry straight up
the game's over.
It's going to be tough.
Well, you need fumbles like that. There's no other way. And there you go. Mack again for, 3-4 yards?
Yeah, they actually did quite well on that play. It's going to be about 3rd and 3 for the Colts. We're going to see if they bring a lot of pressure. I kind of want to see better play design from Frank Reich to get a guy open fast.
They don't even have to snap this ball.
Yeah, they
can kind of
actually hard count it. I got a feeling they're just going to hard count until the end of the quarter.
That's what I would do. Yeah, it looks like that's what they're doing.
Yeah. There's still 8 seconds left here for them to hut the ball. Yeah, they're doing everything they can just to get him to jump, but they had no intention.
Great job. I'm sorry. This might be Fat Guy's favorite coach game of the year.
It's good.
By the Colts. Absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And people think because they lost to the Raiders are also taking interesting lines with how they play. Like they're a little bit more risky, fake punt today, things like that.
Well, they realized last year that they know this year they're still not good enough. They want to win games, but they're still not completely where they want to be.
So they need to take chances, and that's what these teams are doing, and it's starting to work out. Arizona did a little bit today. Colts, they got beat by the Raiders, so people wrote them off somehow. And now they're about to go into Kansas City and win. Of course, injuries have played a fact, but
You guys like to bet reverse line movement, so you may get a worse number, but you think fading the public is worth a worse number?
Yes, because it's revealed itself. Kind of the mirror on the wall has kind of told the truth. With the reverse line movement, we're playing the bird on the back of the alligator. Obviously, we're not the biggest bettors in the game, but at least we're getting the information from what the biggest bettors are doing. And maybe we missed the boat, maybe we missed a few percentage points, but there's still probably enough meat on the bone. So do you think I explained that well enough?
Yeah, it always reminds me of that, like the economics of like going from a monopoly to a perfect competition. Like the pie is so big, and then the more people that enter in, the pie gets a little smaller. So what happens for the fat guy and I is we might not be the first people to start that line movement, but we want to be a part of that wave. And the earlier you can get on, the better, because you can get a line that's
the more meat that's more favorable. Yeah.
But it is really a telling sign. Those signs are, all the research in the world we can do. It's just not going to beat all the research that everybody in the world can do.
A collective. That's a good way of putting it. Because think about this: if a lines makers, it's say I know the most about football betting in the world, which clearly I don't. But say that we do. There's 50 of them making the line. And as far as pros betting the game, it's all of their collective wisdom. It's like a filtered wisdom of crowds. That's a good book, by the way. I always reference it because it's so interesting. The Wisdom of Crowds by James Surowiecki.
And the bookmakers, they... gamble might not be the right word, but they take stances on certain games.
They did today.
Yeah,
Raiders game.
They did with the Raiders game. They do with certain games, and it's just a telling sign that reverse line movement essentially means they want more square people betting aside. That's really what it tells me.
Yeah, and if they want more square people betting aside, then that's everything. There's a really interesting. This kind of got me into contrarian theory. A guy that taught me. It was a 2009. Browns Patriots game.
And Monday night's the perfect example. Like there's some injuries in the Cleveland secondary which are carrying over from
past weeks.
Week. So I don't know how much it could change the line, but the Lions moved 1.5 points. And it moved 2 points at one point and it's just come back a little bit. But it's a good sign considering right now it's 60% are on Cleveland, but they're still trying to get more people on Cleveland.
This is the game I was talking about. This is really bad call against the Colts, by the way. It's the most ridiculous pass interference call I've maybe ever seen. They're challenging it now, and I don't blame them. So the game I posted, the link to is the one that I'd mentioned that kind of turned me on to contrarian theory. Is the line opened at, I believe, 3.5. It had overwhelming betting support, and then they lowered it. It was Patriots by 3.5 because I believe they were 1-4 at the time. No, they were 6-1, and the Browns were 2-5, I believe.
Yep.
And so the line opened Patriots minus 3.5, which seemed a little fishy. Like, why is it so low? It was something like 90% had bet on the Patriots, perhaps more, and then they moved the line to 3. And of course, we're being results-based, and I'm fishing out the best example I can. But this is just what I think about reverse line movement embodiment. And I bet, like, most of the money I had at the time, I had bet on this game, on the Browns, as a tip from the guy that kind of showed me a contrarian theory in the first place. Because he said this would be the best bet of the year, and it was. I would have to say that it was. It wasn't close. Cleveland smoked them. And I don't know how they know it. Nobody knows how they do it or how they know it. But, hey, if they know something, it's best not to go against them. I kind of like Philadelphia minus 14 today was a little interesting. Like, that line seemed absurdly high. It really did. And then what happened? That's why I said in the video it smelled fishy. The public was backing the Jets for the first time. And the Jets got annihilated.
Yeah, those 50-50 games are always harder to judge by that. That's why It smelled a little too good to be true.
It did smell too good to be true because the public was backing a large dog for once. I mean, we took it in the thing, but we didn't bet on it, and I didn't like that game at all.
Couple interesting notes from this game. Aaron Hernandez had 2 touchdowns.
He did?
And Wes Welker had an extra point.
Oh, yeah. That was a Peyton Hillis game, though, if I can recall.
Yeah, he finished with 184 yards.
There you go.
As the Browns stun the Pats.
But it wasn't a stun to the book. That's what the book thought was going to happen.
But the books and the press and the public are 2 very different things.
Oh my. They said the ruling on the field stands.
That's tough.
Oh my. I can't believe this. This challenge is...
Yeah, Jake. Look for reverse line movements, but look for them when the public is less on that side, because that's the key that you want to see. If they're moving with the public, it's kind of just like a safety thing where they want the game to be more 50-50.
They want to limit exposure, financial exposure.
But if it's the other way, they're opening themselves up for more risk.
3rd and 12. Dump off to Mac, who's about a yard and a half short. I hope they go for it here. They have them on their heels. That was an abysmal call, and I can't believe that challenge didn't work. Why even have a pass interference challenge if you're just going to uphold those? Is it just to satisfy people from last year? That was abysmal. Refereeing has been abysmal. They're going for it. I love Frank Reich. This is a game of a year. 6 straight 4th down conversions. 2-3-1, 3-2, 6 yards away.
They have T.Y. Hilton.
They have T.Y. Hilton right here.
It's going to be a hard... No, they actually do.
And they're running it. They're not going to get it.
Oh
yeah, they are. Goodness.
What a play by Braden Smith.
What a block. 72. That's Braden Smith. What a job. And Mac just digs his heels in and pushes his right tackle. This is fantastic. This is one of the better runs we've seen in a long time.
I thought that run had no chance.
I thought it had no chance.
I've never seen that. He literally pushed his offensive lineman.
He pushed his lineman to clear the way for himself. And now it sounds stupid because it was a 3-yard run, but that was incredible, Big Rye.
That was excellent.
And that just revitalized. This is the best coached game of the year. Absolutely. Jordan Wilkins, 5 yards. Wow, man. What a job.
That was interesting. That puts Marlon Mack over 100 yards. He's had a quiet 100 yards.
Well, but this is like when you read Jim Brown's book, Out of Bounds. He goes, there's a lot of games I had for 200 yards where I didn't play that well. He goes, but the games where I had 25 carries for 70 yards against the Giants, those were my best games.
Yeah.
And this is what it is. It's fighting in the trenches. And the Colts are doing just that, taking time off the clock, keeping Mahomes off the field, 2nd and 5, Wilkins in, and another A-gap rush, and he's going to get 3.5 yards maybe? And they're taking 3 downs for every series, too. It's fantastic. Wow, what a job, man.
So it's going to be 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2. I want to know how many plays on Frank Reich's sheet are for short yardage. This is an interesting stat. 0 offensive snaps missed among the 5 starters offensive line.
So not only are they good, they have continuity, which a lot of other teams don't have.
A lot of them. Maybe only Tampa Bay at offensive line.
And DeMar Dotson got hurt today.
Absolutely. 3rd and 2. They're going to get it. No.
They're just short, but you have a feeling they're going to be running this exact same.
And why shouldn't they? Oh, yeah. Frank Reich's not even blinking here. Absolutely. He had something written on his sheet. You can't really see it, but it's, kind of like along the veins of the BU by Matt Nagy. I want to see what it says. I'm curious. I'm much more of a Frank Reich fan than a Matt Nagy fan. And now we're at 4th and 1 again. This is an exciting game for me. Best coach game of the year. I'll say it over and over and over again. Here we go. 4th and 1. A tired defense against a physical O-line. They should be able to get this. They called a timeout. Smart. So they have no timeouts left. That's the only negative to this, but I understand. They got jobbed. They got a timeout stolen from them, as well as a first down for that previous offensive passing interference that was a complete joke. Yeah, this next-gen stats isn't accurate, I don't think. Saying that they're at 51% chance currently.
Well, taking this all into consideration, their best chance is to go for it.
Yeah, that's what it's highlighting here. And Frank Reich is not blinking for a second. I wonder if they do PA here, though. I don't think that's a good idea, but we'll see. Oh, he had to have gotten this.
He gets that on the second push thanks to...
Is it Marlon Mack?
Yeah.
Sure. Mack's doing a better job pushing the line than anybody.
Looking like...
Mike Allstott?
No.
The Fridge?
Like Reggie Bush, circa the Rose Bowl.
Ah.
It didn't look like he got there until Mack gave the final push. Tyrann Mathieu is upset about that, but Tyrann Mathieu could have easily came in and just smoked Mack.
Yeah, he could have just blocked him from the side and he had exposed ribs. 1st and 10. Mack to the outside. This is a nice run. 9 yards. As long as they don't fumble, this is such a good job. I can't overstate this.
I like what he does at the end of this run because the guy's about to fall on him, so he puts his knees up to protect himself.
Yeah, as he should. Mack is a quality player. And what are they paying Mack, Big Rye?
I couldn't tell you.
$800,000, something like that.
Is he still on his rookie deal?
Oh, he sure is. Here you go, 2nd and 1. Nyheim Hines up the gut, first down, Colts.
Yeah, his average salary is just over $700,000.
$700,000. And Melvin Gordon wants $15 million when you can have Mack for $700,000. Of course, you have to find him in the weeds, but Macks do exist in this league. What a job! This is a 6-minute and 45-second drive by the Colts.
If free agency started today, Mack could garner like $8 to $10 million on the open.
I don't think that much, but I think 7.5. Yeah, so I guess not just shy of 8, just because the versatility isn't there. But yeah. But that's what you do. You find these guys. You find them in the trenches. Find them in the 5th round. Jordan Wilkins. 8-yard gain. 8-yard gain. They are gashing. The Chiefs have no rotation up front. They're tired, and they can't do anything to stop the Colts.
Well, the other part that's tough for them is that where's the strength of this Colts team?
The offensive line.
Yeah, so it's
strength against weakness, and it's a joke. Do you see that blocking? Wow, man.
Tyrann Mathieu is dejected in the backfield because he knows there's nothing
There's nothing they can do about this. Absolutely nothing. Time of possession, Colts 17-32, Chiefs 30-40 in the second half. That's genius. Now it's a pitch. I don't agree with this.
There's Mathieu making a difference.
I don't know why they didn't just go north-south. Pitch is always negative in this spot. But that's okay. That's okay.
This is big because if they don't score here, well, a field goal here puts them up 6, and Kansas City can easily score a touchdown in the next 8 minutes. So that play did hurt quite a bit.
Yeah.
It's too much to ask Costanzo to be able to get out there to block Mathieu.
In the open space. 3rd and 10. Just don't turn it over here, guys. I've been hyping you all game. This is really exciting for me. Come on, Colts. Play action to Wilkins.
He throws that
He throws it away. That's okay. Take the points.
They've done a really good job covering Ebron in the end zone, in the red
That
zone.
one play call, though, ruined the whole flow, though, with the pitch. They should have just gone north-south.
Yeah, that's tough. Oh, I just talked about how Matthew looks so frustrated. He's sitting like in a safety position, 15 yards off out of the box, just going, what are we doing here? And he comes back and he makes a play on second down. A really big play. What was it, an 8-yard loss?
This is still a win for the Colts, assuming they make this field goal. Is it good?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
good.
wow, that was scary. That was weird.
Time of possession-wise, the second half has been excellent, but
they've got a banged-up O-line, a banged-up quarterback who's immobile for the Chiefs against, I would call, a fresh-as-a-daisy defense.
Yeah.
This isn't a bad spot for the Colts from a handicapping perspective.
2 more stops. 2 more possessions is what I'm predicting for Kansas City if things go right for Indy.
I think if Kansas City gets the ball back, the game's over. They'll run the clock out almost.
You mean Indy gets the ball back?
Indy, yeah.
Yeah, it's looking like that after these drives.
Yeah. What a job. This is big fat guy football. It's his favorite.
This is fat guy football.
It is, literally. You have 5 fat guys dictating what they do on offense. Keeping the best player in the NFL arguably off the field, even though he's injured. Taking time off the clock, putting points on the board. That's how you win. That's winning football to me. How many yards do the Colts have on the ground? Probably $160.
Yeah, that sounds about right. If Mac alone has about 110.
Yeah.
Brissett's probably got a few scrambles.
Yeah, he does. Probably 10 yards, though, for Brissett.
Wilkins probably has about 30 yards.
Oh, God. Cover's looking pretty safe right now.
Cover's looking good, but we want the win.
We want the win, yeah. What do we got here? 40, 151, 150, 161. Pretty good handicap in there by the fat guy.
There you go.
Very little in the terms of the passing game. Brissett, 151 yards and 1 interception, but a dominating performance. Chiefs have very little doing on the ground. 21 yards. That was a rare... Reich made a mistake running that play. A flip 90 is what Collingsworth called it. And they had to settle for a field goal. But I have full confidence that the Colts are going to win this game. Mahomes is moving quite a lot better than what he was previous. All right, 1st and 10, Chiefs at their own 25. Bunch trips on the left side. Complete pass to Robinson. There's a late flag. I'm wondering what this is. This might be a hold.
Hopefully some people have... anybody have the Chiefs in that Pick'em League or the Survivor?
2 guys.
That's it?
And this will get rid of them. It's 2 guys with strike.
Two.
Stu's one of them.
That's too bad for Stu.
Face mask offense. How can it be 1st down still? Face mask on Robinson on the incoming Rock Yazine. I mean, he did do it. It's kind of a dinky call, but I mean, what? They jagged the Colts with something similar just last drive.
So is this 1st and 25, or is this 1st and from wherever it was? 15 yards from
It's
wherever
1st and 25. Oh, sack! Sack!
By Stewart. I'm actually not sure who that is.
Yeah, and he kind of got knocked into him. Grover Stewart. Because they called him the good doctor. He kind of slipped into him, which is good. It almost gave him more speed. The gravity of the situation with his huge weight. Kind of tackling low on Mahomes, but it's a sack. 2nd and 30, inside zone run for Williams, who does the best of a bad situation, only gets 3 yards. This is bad for the Chiefs. They're booing.
Yeah, they don't want them running draws on 2nd and 30.
Well, what are they going to do? Their whole O-line is hurt. This Chiefs are in disarray for once. Here we go, 3rd and 28. Interesting defense is a cover 3 for the Colts. Oh, there's going to be a hold. This is a safety. No.
Oh.
This should be a safety, though, in the first place. It's a hold in the... It should be a safety. It'll be offsetting, but this should be a safety.
It will be offsetting. I don't even know how you can call that a...
Yeah, Chiefs fans are spoiled, Jake.
Yeah, Jake can't believe they're booing.
Yeah.
How happy would you be right now if Tennessee was 4-0?
It should just... Like, the holding happened first. The way the rule should work, that should just be a safety.
Indy can't challenge this, which is because they have no timeouts. I don't know how that's pass interference.
What it's because it fits a narrative. It's just jagging the defense. 3rd and 28. No penalties, please. Colts, hold it. They're coming after him again, and that's another hold. Not going to be called though. Fired, and he's short, but they're going to get it. No! Oh. What a play. Odom, what a play. 27-yard lane. They're going for it. 4th and 1. This game is exciting. Chiefs don't deserve anything, but they're getting it. 4th and 1. I really hope that they finally get stopped.
I actually don't know why they're going for this.
I think it's worth it. I'm not confident they're going to get it, though. Their O-line sucks right now. They got him! Cut him! Justin Houston against his old team. Wow.
Yeah, that was...
This is fantastic. Now the Colts just have to run the ball 5-6 times, kick a field goal. It's all she wrote.
They decided to pull their backup guard who's already struggled. He got pushed back by the linebacker, but that was just one of the losses on that play. Justin Houston was left free because they were pulling that guard. I just don't see the benefit. The Colts are in field goal range now. That's going to put them up 9 points.
I see what you're saying. The way that the game is from a coaching perspective, I think you have to go empty and shotgun. Like, if you're going to go on 4th and 1, you can't. I don't think you can run on. Like, look at your O line.
Yeah, I agree.
It's just it's unfair.
A bad play call, but that's just. It's one of the rare cases.
It's one of the rare cases we advocate for passing over running in a short yardage situation.
Well, I think you just punt altogether there.
Yeah, that's fine.
They still have all 3 timeouts.
Their defense can't stop them, though.
It's a 1-score game.
Greatest line I've heard in a long time. Jake Jacobs. Welcome to the real world, Chiefs fans. The NFL is hard. Yes, it is. Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
this is going to be...
and they're not getting blown out. At least
the Chiefs score their touchdown.
The Chiefs score their touchdown?
Yeah, what was it?
Right. Oh, is a Pringle.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I think it was a broken play. Yeah, it was a broken play.
Only one touchdown for Mahomes in the last 2 games.
Yeah. Wow, that's interesting. I'm glad this is a Sunday nighter. If these commercials weren't here, this would be the most exciting game of the year for me.
MVP consideration now, like Mahomes kind of has fallen these last 2 weeks.
I guess I still think Shaq Barrett should be in the lead, and Russell Wilson would be my next vote.
How about guys like Gardner Minshew?
Well, see, you're falling for it. Jake Allen and Teddy Bridgewater had the same circumstances and succeeded far better than Gardner Minshew.
Well,
Jake Allen in particular.
You could throw those guys in the
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I was just going to mention them both. Jake Allen's undefeated, as is Teddy Bridgewater. And Teddy Bridgewater, though, Jake Allen's done a lot, too. But they've both been aided. Those are team efforts, though. Those are team victories.
I feel like the Minshew's done more with less.
More with less, yeah.
Than those guys have. I feel like those other 2 teams are pretty strong.
In comparison, perhaps.
It's funny to say, about Jacksonville? That defense is a defense that you and I have loved for the last few years.
Yeah, but it's not the same. It's not the same. They don't tackle. Like last year they couldn't tackle, and this year it's not much better. A nice run. Oh my, 6-yard run for Mac behind number 56. 56 for a lineman is a great number.
Yeah, Quentin Nelson. Look at the bend. Even when he's running around, you don't see that from too many linemen. Like, he looks like he's hunting prey.
Yeah, because that's what they want. That's what they want to do. And this is winning play. This is playoff winning football.
Yes, it is.
There's no team that can beat the strategy the Colts are employing. If the Colts are able to do this every game, they will win every game.
Well, this is what we expect from the Titans, and it doesn't happen.
Yeah, the Titans do a poor version of this. And the Raiders as well, too. Now we get another third short situation. They've just taken a minute off the clock. Timeout from the Chiefs. Collinsworth is calling this one of the great defensive performances by the Colts. I would have to disagree. It's a great defensive performance, but not one for the ages. The offense is aiding the defense. The offense of the Colts isn't putting points on the board, but they're allowing the defense to come out with fire, come out with energy. This is a great job. What a job.
As well as offensive lineman injuries for the Chiefs. It's just catching up to
Yeah,
them.
and as well as Mahomes. The luck run out today.
Well, think about how good Mahomes is. And an offensive line is like night and day.
Well, we're talking about an all-world offensive line. This might be the best offensive line in the last 20 years. They got in the backfield, and Max still gets a first down. So one of the linemen got beat for once, and they still there.
Clark managed to get inside. Probably of Costanzo, because Costanzo was chasing him. Yep.
Kansas City's taking another timeout, but this is they're just trying to stop the bleeding, and they're going to need a lot of help to win this game. They're going to get that's so lucky. They need to stop them somehow, which is questionable, and then they need Vinatieri to miss a field goal, and they need time on the clock in addition to all of that. What a job. They need to block a field goal. That's pretty much it and return it.
Yeah, that's if Indy even needs to kick a field goal. This game's in their hands.
They're keeping Mac out there for these precious last few carries. 1st and 10.
Not sure why we're getting a split screen of Mahomes.
No, that was Matt Moore.
Yeah, it was Mahomes behind him.
Yeah. Another run for Mac, who does another.
Mac picks up 6, maybe 7.
In a Le'Veon Bell style run. They are just gashing. This is an unbelievable watch. Favorite game of the year by a mile.
Chiefs use their last timeout. There's 4:03 left on the clock.
They're missing the winless team, which, I guess they won today. The Cardinals. Chris Collins was saying he doesn't know this football existed.
Welcome, Mickey Hill. Nice to see you.
Nice. Oh, Zitvono. Hey, everyone, we're covering everybody. What a run, man. Push. They're not blowing the whistle. That's a first down.
I'm not sure why they blew it down halfway.
Like, either do it early or don't do it at all. Reed looks pissed. He can't even get his offense on the field. 71 plays by the Colts, 42 rushes. That's rad.
Yeah, Mickey, you're tied for first. And after this game, we'll see, depending on what Setuple picked.
Another just run with Mac, who's going to get it from with an incredible... Oh, if they
spot him short.
Are they really? No way.
I want to say this is an interesting decision, but it's not. The Colts should just kick a field goal here. It puts them up 2 scores. Kansas City still has to score a touchdown and recover an onside kick and score again. So the Colts are in a good spot.
They have no timeouts either, the Chiefs.
Whereas failing to convert here
could lose in the game. And he gets it. That's perfect. Right on.
Vinatieri, kind of short-foot. He's been short-footing a lot of these, but
yeah, maybe
he's
changed his style. Whatever, it's working.
Vinatieri looks like what I feel like I'd look like if I went and tried to kick a field goal right now.
All right, how was dinner, Zitvono? What we go with? Mexican like Mickey Hill, or?
That's only when he's cooking.
Yeah.
Well, it's safe to say that the Colts are going to be covering plus 11.
Yeah. Yes, Mickey Hill. A mobile Mahomes is different than mobile Mahomes. It does help, too, when the defense you go against isn't exhausted from playing against you. And the Colts have been on the field 90% of the second half, which is amazing. Is this the new...
this is up to date with the...
This is including Colts cover, everybody.
So, Mickey, you're tied for first with Setuple.
Tied for first.
We are 1 game behind. Pick last is 2 games behind. Detroit one time, who was tied for the lead, I believe, earlier in the day. Falls, East Steelers, and Bo, all with 41 wins. Every person there is 54% or above, which is really good. And what's really impressive, big rise, big thighs, 39-22 for the year.
That's unbelievably good.
Picking at 64%. But short 16 games on the rest of us. 1 week too late.
Everyone in this list is doing quite well. Probably 8 and above. I have a question, Big Rye here.
Some of the math's a little bit off.
I was just going to ask.
Bobby Nukes is 53.8.
Yeah, that was my question.
38 and 1. So I'll have to look that over and see why that is.
Mickey Hill went with the hot wings tonight. Excellent. Come on, Colts. Let's not fall apart here with a 95% win probability.
Every time I eat hot wings, all I want to do is rub my eyes.
Okay, Spenny.
So glad the Colts won. I'm a new bettor, and this was my first win. What?
I don't think that's true.
I don't believe you, Gavin.
Yeah.
But if you're starting with a fresh slate and considering yourself 1-0, I'm very proud of you.
Yes. You're like when murderers become born-again Christians in prison. They see the light.
I hope Gary Ridgway didn't convert her.
He probably did. You would know, Gary. Green River Gary over here with his wife beater.
Listen, they gave me a second chance. They said I could start a YouTube channel. I decided to pick NFL games. What's more fun than that?
Here, listen, next time you follow me to your car, watch your back.
You know who's really funny?
Not Jimmy Fallon?
Thank you for completing my joke. I think from now on, all we should do is smile and yell. You're halfway there.
Okay. Yeah, they're the Chiefs, their D lineman got hurt. They have no rotation. Mahomes got his leg stepped on, and the center for the Chiefs got hurt.
Yeah, Mahomes hurt both ankles. The Chiefs are already down one lineman with Eric Fisher, so they have Cameron Irving playing left tackle, and
he's a disaster.
Wiley, who's been replaced by something Hunter, and Hunter has looked very poor, let's say, against not exactly a formidable Colts defensive line. As the fat guy said early on, without Darius Leonard, it's a sorry front seven for the Colts, but schematically, game plan wise, they've been terrific.
And Mickey Hill pointed out Chris Jones had a groin injury. Chris Jones is the best defensive player on the Chiefs, so that's a big blow. Kelce with a catch here.
Making plays. So it's most likely the Chiefs are going to score a touchdown here. It's going to come down to an onside kick.
Oh! Second and goal here. I'm even surprised that I feel like they let him off the hook here.
Mickey Hill's right, though. It's the mobility of Mahomes was, I think, underrated by me for sure. Because being immobile with this whole line,
extend plays.
It's just not.
Because if you had, it's the thing. Like it's kind of like when Peyton Manning chose not to play that year out with Indianapolis, and they had a terrible O line. It was a death sentence if you couldn't move around. Yeah. And all the at the line calls he would have done would never have helped him. Here we go, second and goal, Chiefs. No way.
That looked pretty bad.
I think he just fell, man. We didn't get a good look at it. Kelce fell in the end zone. We don't know why.
We'll get a live replay here. I want to see it closer up here.
Oh, that's a dive.
That was pretty weak.
Oh, Kelce's really looking for it.
Kelce
Maybe he stepped on his foot. No. Kelce dove. I'm glad they didn't call that. I find Kelce to be a puke. I do highly rate him in fantasy. Mahomes is going to get sacked here.
So it's going to be 4th and goal.
Mahomes is at least rallying his team to try and do something. Now they're going to get lucky. Teray is going to get an injury. Teray, you got to get up, buddy. Like, you can't give the team a break, and they just did. There's an injury timeout.
Yeah, his leg looks.
Oh really no! Up. Okay, never mind. I was ragging on for getting up. It looks like this guy broke his leg. The way we're looking at it right now, this looks like a tibia fibia break. Oh, jeez, my apologies. Hey, I had a horrific knee injury. I walked it off, but I was in shock.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. There's something bad here.
Yeah, I don't want to see this replay.
Yeah, this is bad. I thought it was like a calf injury. This is clearly different.
Game-wise, it's going to be 4th and goal, but it's 4th and long. What are they, 20, 25, 30 yards out?
Yeah, they're going to kick a field goal here.
Which is the right play. That's going to put them down, assuming they make this kick, it's going to put them down 6 with a chance to onside kick. and then they'll have to get a touchdown with no timeouts. But what most likely will happen here is a made field goal and then a failed onside kick, and the Colts will be able to kneel this game out because both teams don't have any more timeouts. So this is looking very, very favorable for not only for the Colts to cover, but to win outright.
This looks like a 99%. Got a John Deere tractor out here.
We're just sitting here waiting on commercials.
Yeah, they're so bad I can't even comment. What a game. I'm gonna go back to this. This is my favorite game of the year. Excellent Colts strategy. It doesn't look like they dominated the game from the amount of points scored, but this is pure domination. Time of possession, the works. I hope Touré's okay. I highly doubt it. You know what? If they do need a defensive lineman, I see that Robert Mathis has his coaching gear on. They could always get him to put a uniform on. How the Bulldozers do?
Win.
Nice, buddy. Crushing. Everything's going well for us.
Yep.
Field goal is good here. Minute 16 left. There's going to be a onside kick for the game. Frank Reich, incredibly underrated Mickey Hill. I've been singing his praises all night. This is one of the best called games I've ever seen. One of the best offensive strategies. They kept the ball for like 20 minutes in this second half, maybe longer. Chiefs didn't even get a whiff. It's just great. Here we go.
Looks like they only have 5 people down below.
That's all you're allowed to do. Great job. Great job. Recovered by Jack Doyle. This is going to be a win for the Indianapolis Colts. Ball game. That's rad. What a job.
Blouses.
MVP of this game is Frank Reich. MVP.
Yeah. And,
absolute MVP.
Unlike the Titans, the Colts they devote all these assets into the O-line, into this running game, and they actually use it.
Then they use it. Then they use what they've spent money on. This might be the best GM coach combination in the league between Ballard and Frank Reich.
It's such a quick turnaround too. 2 years ago, this roster
one of the worst rosters in the league with Andrew Luck. They lost their quarterback, and it did very little to their win projection. What a great job! What a job! My favorite game of the year, everyone. Fantastic from the Colts. And those linemen, they had fun today, man. They killed. They got to beat up on the defense.
Yeah, really a fun game for them without Chris Jones halfway through this game, leaving with an injury. Hopefully he's okay and can come back and still play for the rest of the season. But it's got to be a little bit worrisome that his injury took him out of this game right away. I got a feeling that's probably going to be a multi-week injury.
Yeah.
for Chris Jones.
It's a groin. I mean, yeah, but if they declared it so quickly, what a job. Reed looks disgusted, but I mean, it is what it is.
We talked about the toughness of the Chiefs and this playoff style games that they just don't have success in.
And this is why.
Well, people mock us for even saying that the Chiefs aren't tough. And it's not that they're not tough, they're just not structured and built and coached to play these games.
Yeah. I mean, the Patriots did a different version of this run the clock thing themselves to go to the Super Bowl. Yes, Gavin, we love when underdogs too, especially double-digit dogs winning outright. Mac had an incredible game.
Gavin, congratulations on that first win. That's really nice.
And congratulations to Mickey Hill for sitting atop the leaderboard tied with Satuple. We're in third. Yeah. We're gunning for you. Quentin Nelson is a beast, Mickey Hill.
And Satuple had an excellent week, going 12-2.
9-5 for Zitvono. What all of our
Pinocchio as well.
Pinocchio, yeah.
E-Steelers.
All the guys that seem to listen and agree with us, at least fine-tune it. All the contrarians did well. Again, nothing surprises me there. Squares can win weeks. Sharps win years.
There you go.
That's a good line, actually. I should trademark that.
Yeah. Forget the battle and the war.
Yeah.
Oh, looks like Perp got something in late.
Yeah. He tried.
Yeah, Mickey, 12-2 is incredible. That's a really good week from Satuple. Satuple's been good. That's how you end up.
We went 12-3 last week, but this guy's still live to go 13. That's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Who's everyone?
I can probably pull up the...
I bet everyone's split on the San Fran Cleveland game tomorrow.
Oh, let's take a look. It's 57% of contestants. Contestants. Thank you very much.
Nice one.
I don't get out too often. 57%, 39 people on San Fran, 43%, 29 people on Cleveland plus 3.5, and that lines up to 5. So
you have to think there's value at 3.5.
There is value, and it goes back to that reverse line movement that we were talking about with Jake.
I agree, Zitvono. This isn't one of the ones I loved. I liked this Colts game a lot more, and yeah, there's some of them there were tough ones. Like the Philadelphia one, I wasn't a fan of because I thought it smelled bad, and it did. Yeah. And same with the Atlanta Houston one. I didn't know. I just took the dog. I mean, when in doubt, take the dog.
Well, even we flip the coins sometimes because it's...
Well, it's part of the contest is picking every game.
Yeah. We're not betting these, but we've done well so far, even if it's 50-50 on those coin flips.
Yeah, well, that's what we want because the other ones we have a positive expectation.
I'm happy with us being 10 games above 500.
That's really strong.
56 is a good start. Oh, for Zitvono, San Fran is his home team.
Yeah, but we all know Zitvono. I think you're sharp as you're getting pretty sharp. It's you got to take the emotion out of it. We're despite me wearing a Raiders hat, I'm a Cleveland Browns fan as well. But I mean, I don't know. I think San Fran was the play at the start of the week, and I still feel that way slightly though. This is like a 53-47 type thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna say market factor wise, people are betting Cleveland, and the line's gone from 3.5 to 5. So market wise, and the juice is on San Francisco too, like negatively, which is a positive.
Yeah.
So San Fran 3.5 is looking like a good play. I might.
You think it's a no bet?
I'm actually thinking it's going to be a bet -5, but I'd keep it at a small play if you guys are going to be doing it at home.
Jason Finley, Fly Eagles Fly, absolutely, sir. They managed to blow out and cover against the New York Jets today.
It's
the
an
winless
expected
Jets.
win, but it was a convincing win. Like they won that game start to finish.
They smoked them.
It was one of the games that we didn't watch, but just
watch
the scores.
There isn't Zitvono. There isn't that much of a difference. Let me see.
4 is a key number, though. It is
4 is, but it's less. It's less than between 3 and 3.5.
Yes. 3 is a bigger number. 4 is Zit knows this. 4 is a magic number.
Yeah, it's 374. 374 10.
6 10.
Oh, 374 6 10 9. That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's off the top of our heads, though.
Eagles +3 next week. Let me take a look for you. I'll just pull it up on here. You guys can quickly see. Might be a little hard to see. But, yeah, Philly +3 right now. Early on, a spoiler for the pick video, but we're probably going to be leaning towards Minnesota.
Yeah, this looks like a Minnesota play right here.
But that's going to be a decision for us to make tomorrow.
Oh, 14 is a key number too. We're just listing them in order.
In order of how big of a difference it is.
Statistical relevance.
Yeah, 14, you just get less of them. So they just count for a little bit less than.
Well, the higher the score, the less each point is worth. So
yeah,
the spread rather. There's a good book that has these exact charts in it. I've mentioned it plenty of times on this stream. It's a bit of a Bible.
We should do a video just talking about that.
Yeah, it's by Stanford Wong.
I think doing that, taking the lines and comparing them to money lines, so people kind of have an understanding.
Just to show, yeah,
would be a good idea. Yeah, it might not be this week, might not be next week, but eventually we're going to be putting out a little bit more content, a little more consistently for you guys. So we're just trying to think what it is. You like Buffalo? Or is Buffalo
I wasn't convinced with Buffalo this weekend, to be honest.
It looks like Buffalo's on a bye, but I'm guessing you're talking about it.
Yeah. I highly rate that book, Zitvono. It's a good read. There's a lot of interesting stuff. I prefer getting the paperback, even though it's double the price, because you end up writing a lot of weird notes, and I find in a Kindle it's more difficult to do that. Here's a link to it, too.
Washington opened at 6.5 on the road in Miami, and it's already been bet down to 3.5. But that 6.5 would have been a very, very early low limit.
Yeah.
People don't like the Jets early on, that's for sure.
We like San Francisco. Slightly. It's very, very close.
We have San Fran -3.5. Right now they're -5. I still would say San Fran -5. But
yeah, but this might be like it's tight. This is a very tight game, spread wise. So
fat guy saying don't bet it.
Yeah. I don't think you can beat the juice either way, in my opinion.
Things will make you go for. All right, guys, we're going to call it a night. Thanks for joining us for the live stream.
We appreciate it.
To everybody.
Satuple on the week, Mickey Hill on the year. And Satuple on the year.
The over-under for the San Fran Cleveland game. Let me quickly take a look.
I think it's 46.5.
It's 47.5.
That's off by a point, all right?
And 67% of people are on the over.
Good night, Mickey.
So, there's the info. Check us out tomorrow. We'll be live streaming the game tomorrow, and then we'll be putting out the pick video for Week 6 later on tomorrow night.
Between 9:30 and 11:30 tomorrow night.
All right, guys. You have a good night. Thanks, everybody, for joining us.
All right, till next time.
See you tomorrow, Jake. Later, Jason.